Hello everyone, Obata here, and today we're playing a game, a visual novel called Loser Named Hana, where you get paid $100 a week just to be someone's friend. I mean, that's a win-win, right? For me at least, I get to have a friend and have $100 just to be her friend. Like, what are the downsides to this? I mean, I found this on itch.io's horror page, so I am expecting a twist, kind of like Doki Doki Literature Club. Although I do hope there's no like unaliving in here. Let's hope not. But yeah, let's begin. Oh, dinosaur bones. What's your name? Okay, let's just go with the typical one. What's your username on Habbo Chat? What the is a Habbo Chat? Probably the messenger thingy or something. I am also trying not to curse so much, so there's that. Let's go with that. You can always change your username and profile picture in your Habbo Chat account settings in the bottom left of your screen, which is, I don't see it. I don't want woke, I'm not. I won't call it woke content, dude. Male or female? I'm male. Loser Named Hana will take into account actions and assign a personality based on those choices. Current personality types are kind, mean, neutral, and playful. Will it like change depending on our answers, or will it make us choose in the beginning what kind of person we are throughout the game? Regardless of the choices and personality, it is important to keep in mind that Hana will not cease her friendship with the player, even if they are cruel. That's kind of sad to hear. So play Loser Named Hana to your heart's content. I don't want to be mean that much because I would feel bad, real bad. Seeing an advertisement to be someone's friend was rather strange in hindsight. I nearly thought it was a joke at first, like those you find on meme accounts across various social media platforms. But given that the convenience store clerk who let her hang it in the first place said that was the saddest, loneliest person I had ever seen walk in here. Oh, okay, so it was not online. It was an actual ad. Like a physical ad, like a physical flyer you give out to people. I was obliged to believe the ad's authenticity just a bit. Like, you would have to be pretty desperate for companionship if you were willing to pay for someone to be your friend. Especially since the ad blatantly had a picture of herself and her Habbo Chat freely on display in public. Why would she put a picture of herself? That is kind of sad though. Honestly, there are better ways of going about this that would be more effective and safer, like doing it online, like just talk to people online, I guess. But something tells me this girl was really desperate. When I sent her an invite, I was, let's see. Yeah, I want to be her friend. Like, why not, right? Like, she would be someone interesting enough to be doing this, like handing out physical flyers. You would assume that it's not a troll, right? So yeah, I just want to be her friend because she's interesting enough, probably. I'm not really in this for the money. To be honest, I'm in it for the money too. Like, the money is a big bonus to this one. To be honest, seeing someone go to such lengths for someone to be their friend touched me enough to want to be that friend for her. No charge at all. No. What do you mean no charge at all? No. Am I not gonna charge her? Among Us. I refuse to use that. Is this from Omori? Giga Chat. I'm not gonna use that. I found it. I found the perfect icon. But I'm gonna look for more. Yeah, no, this should be deleted. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we'll go with this one. I wonder if her reaction or her interaction changes based on our icon. This one is from the old Twitter. Remember the egg account? When you have a new account, your default profile picture was an egg because it was Twitter back then, not X. It was a bird, not just the letter X. Okay, so I just clicked on the upload icon and it actually took me to my files, and yeah, no, I'm not gonna show that one. Let's go with this one. Wait, before we do that, let's look our friend activities. The one kid from high school got a new job, yeah. New user. Guys, my account got hacked. Don't click any links I sent you. I mean, I think I've had one account that got hacked, and it was my Instagram that I don't use anymore. So I just logged in back one time, and suddenly I followed like a lot of, like, I don't know, Brazilian people people Portuguese. Like, I don't know how that happened. It was only my Instagram, by the way. Like, my Gmail account didn't really got affected by it. Don't trust a fake ass, so learn that the hard way. Hacked account, click here, yeah. For free shit coin. I kind of want to click. I'm trying to click it. Nothing's happening. The ex you still love. Living happy and free, better now. Yeah, why do exes do that? Just to rub it in the faces, like, but you're actually not happy. Like, I mean, shut up. Dude, I hate how expensive games are now. $70 just to play the most dog water AAA game ever. This game is free, by the way. So I guess he has a point. But let's see if this is not gonna be dog water. It is a visual novel, so the story would carry all of it. But yeah, let's check out Hannah's message now. Oh wait, we have been talking for quite a while now. Let's see first. Hello? Hey, I'm here for the ad you posted. I'd be willing to chat with you. No penny on the... No. Why did we say that? For free, that is. I don't want your... No. We need the money. You saw my ad. Does that mean you really want to be my friend? Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, we're here now, I guess. Like, why can't I be her friend and get the money? Can we not do that? You don't want anyone... I mean... I want it. Shut up, me. I'm so excited. It's been weeks since someone last responded to my ad. And the first time someone doesn't want me to pay them. My name's Hannah. What's yours? Okay, but wow, that's a nice name. My pronouns are she and her. I'm a sissy girl. And I think that's what it's called. Mine are he, him, and I'm a guy. Right now, I'm a student at Haven University, studying to become a paleontologist. What about you? Wait. Okay, so that's why it was the dinosaur fossils, right? It's about the paleontologist thingy. Okay, before that, we need to be looking at her about me. 19 going on 20, bisexual, studying paleontology at Haven University, trying to survive this thing we call life. Throwaway's #1 fan. What's throwaway? Natari Sun Train is my husband. An anime character? Probably, I don't know. I'm not sure. The world can be cold and cruel, of that I know. But even in the darkness, there's a beauty to it. You just have to look for the light. Throwaway, Season 2, Episode 4. 10 hours. This show is more than 10 hours per episode, by the way. What kind of show is this? Cake Day 10/13, October 13. I don't get Cake Day. Why do they call it Cake Day? I mean, to be fair, yeah. So birthdays is equal to cake. But isn't that like a Reddit thing? I don't really celebrate my birthday though. It's just another normal day for me. Like, I just grow old and my back just hurts more every single passing year. But yeah, she was talking about what do we do? Or working. Yeah, I am too old for you, woman. What do you do? Okay, so we actually like have a lot of options, huh? What if my job isn't here? Engineer, nurse, courier. Wait a second. Why is last page? Okay, it should be previous page. Last page is kind of confusing because last page pertains to, the last page. The end. But yeah, I already saw mine. I mean, advertising arts is still an artist, right? I consider it that. Graphic artist, still an artist. You can draw? That's so cool. I can only draw Stickman. I'd love to see her art though. I mean, she's pretty wholesome. What is her profile picture? Oh, it's a bone of a dinosaur with cat ears on it. That's kind of cute. It's okay though. My dad's job pays a lot, so he sent me $1K per month to cover dorm life. Also, that's where the $100 per week comes from. She's actually rich. Wait a second. I didn't finish reading that. Let me go back. It doesn't take me long to set up my camera and make myself decently presentable for my call with Hannah. I hit the call button and wait for her to answer. I guess we agreed to do a video call, I guess. Oh, that's kind of cute. But she's 19. No, I should not say that. I'm like super old. Wait, there's voice acting? Did you say something? I can't hear you.
I just said hi.
Why does she talk like a child? I see her mouth moving, but I still can't hear anything. Let me try turning my volume up. I head into my computer's setting and raise the chat client's volume all the way up to 100, while Hannah looks distressed.
Hello?
Not the ooh voice, man. Not the ooh voice. Please, God, no. Hannah's high-pitched voice rings throughout my entire head like an earthquake. I'm quick to adjust my volume back down to avoid any further damage to my ears. God damn, Hannah, you bitch. Why do you talk like this? I mean, it's cute, but still, I am flustered. I'm not flustered. I am speechless of how you talk. Like, do people actually talk like this IRL? I'm not sure. It's fine. I'm fine now. I straighten myself out and meet Hana with a smile. Hi there, new friend. I do a little wave for the camera and Hana returns the gesture hesitantly. Hello.
Hannah, I wanted to make sure you're okay with the whole thing.
Wait, the music is too loud. Wait a second. The music is too loud. Hannah's glossary, enabled glossary. What does that mean? Does she have her own language? About Hannah's voice. Okay, no, we are gonna talk about Hannah's voice. Is that really what you sound like? No, I don't want to make her conscious. What did she say again? With my whole thing, no. I think she's talking about the whole agreement to be her friend. She's not really talking about her voice. Yeah, let's ask, what whole thing? You mean the agreement? Yeah, what whole thing?
You know,
Oh, she is talking about the voice.
it's all high-pitched and stuff.
She's kind of like the night core stuff, like Alvin and the Chipmunks. I barely even noticed.
You don't have to lie.
I didn't notice, I'm not. Why did I
I
lie?
know it must sound really annoying. Everyone else thinks I do.
I mean, no, not your voice exactly. It's just the way you talk, I guess. Not really that voice. But I don't want to flirt with her, man. But I do have to agree, it low-key sounds cute. She's 19. But I also don't want to be mean. Yeah, let's just say, fine. We'll stick with our guts. Actually, I think you sound kinda cute. Hannah seems surprised by my response, stricken with disbelief at my words.
You don't have to lie.
You don't have to lie. I know it sounds like nails being dragged on a board. But no, not really. Like I think high-pitched voice are fine to me. It's mainly because maybe I just got used to it. But yeah, you should also clean your dishes, by the way. You should not be presenting that to me while we're on a video call. You should be a little bit ashamed of your setup right now. Genuinely, I think your voice is adorned. No, let's not gas her up more. One compliment is enough. Any more than that, it's kinda embarrassing for her now. Hannah seems to have gotten really flustered at hearing that. A bright red glow instantly rises to her cheek. She's 19. Like, no.
No one's ever said that to me before.
I really like that. What does it remind me of? It's like your typical anime character, like the introvert Komusho, like the one with the communication disorder. I think that was what it's called. She shook her head and slapped the sides of her face to recompose herself.
But that's why I wanted to do a call first. To see if my voice would be too much to listen to all the time.
She has a little bit of an accent. Is she from the south? It's no problem for me at all.
Just so you know, I'm real desperate for a friend right now. So, there isn't much that you could say or do that would make me want to do this.
Yeah, she does have an accent. I also low-key like her accent. I'm not gonna lie. Kinda hard to be lonely with two people, but I'm sure we'll find a way. Dude, I do this when I'm kind of flirting in a way, but now that I think about it, it's kind of cringe for me to do. I wink at the camera. No, stop. Why am I doing this? Honestly, you should be more careful with that language. If not me, someone else might try to take advantage of you.
It's fine.
Huh?
I know I'm garbage and deserve to be treated like one.
No.
I just want some or any human connection like everyone else.
Oh, that's kind of... I don't want to say this, but she's like me. Like, I also want human connection, but I hate everyone. That's the sad part.
Even if it's a short IRL hangout someplace, talking on call, or sending a few text messages every day.
And this is why I play Arc Raiders. I like the communications there. Like, I get to meet new people without it being awkward. But just a passing moment, I get actual human connections. But yeah, I actually feel her, honestly.
Even if you're a little mean to me, I will leave you.
I'm not gonna be mean to you. Don't worry. I'm a little sedate. No. What do I say to this type of information? That's too much information. I don't have strong feelings one way or the other. I'm a friendly. No, if we choose this one, we're just gonna flirt with her more. But I would like to see the banter too. But I also don't want to see the flirting side of it. I don't know. They did say before that there was 4 choices, right? Kind, mean, neutral, and playful. Okay, so I think the first choice is playful. The second choice is kind, and the third choice is neutral. This one is neutral. This one is just kind. This one is playful. So I think I'll go with the playful at least. Sure, I like to I like to rib on people, but I'm not a cruel person. And if I do take things too far, I want to try and amend them. Yeah, okay, that's true. That being said, I think we can start getting to know each other better. Aw, Hannah looked so happy when I said that. So Hannah, besides studying paleontology, what else do you do? Gaming. Probably. Despite having to put out an ad for everything, an ad for this and everything, Hannah seems to be struggling to think of something to say. I cannot speak right now. It's obvious with her, even with her high hopes, she didn't prepare to get this far. I kind of feel bad, like what has happened to her previous offers for her not to get this far at least. Talked about yourself? She nods. Let me try asking something more specific then. Oh, I get to choose. Hobbies. Let's start with that. That's like the easiest question you can throw and you can answer.
Well, I like playing games.
I like playing games.
So that we make friends, or even date the characters.
Oh yeah, that is fucking true.
Escapism from the fact that nobody IRL would want to be my friend.
What did you just say?
I guess.
Oh, there we go. So now, why do they separate this one? If she's just gonna straight up to the end. Silly escapism from the fact that nobody IRL would. She is so sad. It's just sad. She's like me, and I feel bad for her because I can feel her. So like visual novels, yes, 100%. Otome.
RPGs. Yeah, stuff like that. I tried playing multiplayer.
Stardew Valley.
My teammates kept kicking me in the lobby or calling me slurs for being bad.
Okay. I mean, that's your typical. I'm not gonna say that's your typical experience in any PvP game. But yeah.
No idea there were so many bad things to copy. I even know some different languages.
Sukablian.
I got called gringo once despite being Mexican. My skin is just real live because I don't go anywhere. I don't think my accent helps since I'm from the South.
Yeah, see, I knew it. She's from the South. And she's also Mexican. Oh, yeah. She's from around the world. You got called the. What's a gringo, by the way? What the fuck does a gringo mean?
Oh, my passing privilege doesn't do anything for me.
So she's saying she's Mexican. But what the fuck does a white passing privilege mean? I have no idea what these terms are. I'm sorry, like I'm not from the West. I have no idea what those are. For real though, multiplayer game voice chats are full of edgelords using VC to let out whatever anger they have inside. In short, they are bullied people. Yeah, it's cool.
It's a lot quicker than therapy to just scream from daddies and strangers.
That is true.
Sometimes it can be a little cathartic.
What is cathartic? You've hurled slurs at random people on the internet? Oh no.
Super bad ones, if that's what you're thinking.
Oh, that is cute. I like the art style, man. Like, that is neat. Not like the super bad ones, if that, yeah. She's just shouting random slurs in game, in Minecraft even. Yeah, sounds like something someone who said a few cancelable slurs would say. That is true.
Honest, I swear.
I only ever said once like dick, bitch, asshole. I was trying to avoid swearing this time, okay? Are you really gonna make me say all of this? Because if that's so, now I have a reason why I'm swearing right now. I only ever said once like dick, bitch, asshole, motherfucker, cunt, and troglodyte in a gender neutral way too. Why are you trying to push this one? I don't get it. I wasn't afraid to call a guy a bitch if he was playing bad. Yeah, I really like the word troglodyte, by the way. So that's not bad. That's not a slur. Calling someone a troglodyte is not a slur. It's like calling someone Homo sapien, an unevolved being. You know, the missing link of the chain, the human evolution. You are a troglodyte. Your brain is unevolved. You don't have to defend yourself to me. I believe you.
Thank goodness. I can't scream like that anymore since I live on campus. I got a noise complaint from a student downstairs once, and I almost got a house suspension.
Don't like people who live in campuses have like roommates or something? Does she not have anything like that? Or she was too rich that she could afford like a whole room for herself? Probably that's it, right? It's for the better.
Yeah, I'd rather be able to keep living on campus.
Any other hobbies?
Well, I like writing poetry sometimes too.
Okay, let me hear one. Come on, give me one. A haiku. What kind of things do you write about?
Just stuff about my feelings and emotions and stuff. I don't think I'm very good at it, so I'll keep it to myself.
Oh, you should go to a, what do you call this? An open mic thingy. A lot of people do that. Can I hear one? Yeah, please let me hear one.
Maybe some other time.
No, come on, let me hear one.
Be a good one for you to hear. Oh, I also love collecting bones.
You can't have my I'm just kidding. No, she's 19. I should stop making those jokes. Really uncomfortable jokes.
Yeah, there's a hunting shop that sells animal bones they get from hunters, and pretty cheap too.
Okay, that's...
Sometimes, when I see roadkill on the side of the road,
Oh no.
I can't help myself and collect.
Why does it skip the line when I click on it? I just want to see the line. Take it to my dad's lab, debone the body, and cleave on. I mean, okay, your job is, you're studying paleontology, so I guess that's reasonable. That's reasonable. A bit weird, but reasonable. Okay, sure.
I do it after my birth side of lymphoma. I made a pretty little necklace.
That is kind of weird, but sure. It's your passion. Bones is your passion. Collecting bones, okay, sure, buddy. That's maybe I should change the subject. Maybe I should. 100% I should. What is your favorite food or restaurant? Kind of foods do you like?
I really like breakfast food, mostly because I sometimes get really bad insomnia. So by the time a restaurant opens, I can at least look forward to a nice breakfast.
I didn't think of that. If you don't sleep, is it gonna be your breakfast or your dinner? Think about that. If you don't actually sleep for the whole day, is there a division of what you call your meals? Something to think about.
There's one close to campus that makes the best smoked sausage links and hash browns. It's a 12-minute walk with a hill, but it's so worth it.
I like how excited she is, man. Like she's just too precious. A cinnamon roll. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it.
Other than that, there's a specific type of chips at a very specific gas station that they sell sometimes. They're called extra hot Buntos chips, and literally no other place sells them in the whole area except this gas station.
What the fuck did extra hot Buntos chips? Is that like the same chip that they have in like a coffin that is super, the one that they use a challenge with, the really extra spicy chip or something? Did they parody that? I'm not sure, because if she eats that as like a snack, then she is definitely a psychopath. But why didn't she say this? Other faraway towns have them, but by the dozen. But for some reason they don't sell them here except for that gas station. So every time I see some on the shelves, I buy out their whole stock. You could.
They would keep them regularly in stock, but no. Sometimes they'll be out of extra hot Buntos for weeks, months.
Months.
I bought 2 miles of rain for nothing.
Oh. She's so adorable. I can't help it. You could just ask the store manager to restock them and they'll probably order another shipment sooner. Or, is it possible? I mean, if you already have a reputation of buying the whole stock of chips, you could just have them reserved like a whole shelf for you, right?
Yeah, but that requires talking to someone.
I mean, doesn't buying those Buntos chips require talking to someone too? Are you dumb? Are you dense? I'm sorry, but you're cute, but you're a little bit, well, hopefully they'll have them in stock sometime soon.
It's been a few weeks since they wiped out their shelves, so maybe...
Maybe you're the only one who eats them. That's why they don't restock that often.
What about you? What kind of food do you like?
Like maybe I guess noodles, some pasta or some shit. Okay, at least they give really general fix. I hate sweet food. I hate anything sweet, honestly. Maybe also that's why I don't really like cake too. I do like spicy, but it just depends on the mood, honestly. I guess savory or salty is my go-to. Yeah, let's go with savory because salty, I would have a fucking UTI if I just ate salty stuff all the time. I like savory food personally.
Good to know.
What's your favorite TV show right now? What about TV? Anything you're currently watching stand out?
I'm not cable or satellite inventory. I just watch whatever's on streaming.
Okay. Streaming is basically the new TV anyway. That is true.
Oh, there's this one show on Hulu.
Hulu.
It's called Arya's Archives. It's a show about an immortal woman named Arya. She had twins across the hundreds of years with her sisters.
Okay, what's that about? What is it a parody of? I'm not familiar with that show.
You get to see them all raise families in different time periods. All while on the run from immortal hunters, they want them dead. Lots of drama along moments.
Okay,
My favorite was when the daughters Arya's sister named Throwaway.
Oh, that's what she's talking about.
Out of all the kids, her mom treated her like garbage.
Why do you like her? She's just like me, for real, for real. God damn it, this woman is low-key adorable.
I like watching isekai animes.
Okay.
I wish I could be reincarnated in another world and be the hero people love sometimes.
Okay, that is...
There were men and women and they want to have sex with me. I'll end up with someone else so the family can ship me with whoever they want.
God damn it, Hannah. Stop. Your libido. It's rising. It's going up. It's really going up. Stop it.
Well, I'd rather sometime, maybe. My taste is pretty trash. Just like me.
Why is she so self-deprecating? Now I feel so bad every time. I will be judging her taste harshly during. I have no more questions. Well, I'm all out of icebreakers for today.
Oh, okay. Is there anything you want to do for now? I got that new game that all the streamers are playing right now.
What is it? Minecraft? Don't tell me it's Minecraft. I am very tempted to do this. Oh, I'm really tempted to do this. She's 19. I should not even hover this, but I'm just curious to find out how she'd react. Like, I just want to see the reaction of it. Nothing else. Sure, we could just chill and call for a little while longer. Chill. Relax a little. Just vibe. What are you thinking, woman? Yeah, who wouldn't want to end their day in the presence of a cute... Okay, no. Me, stop doing that. That is such a cute pose, dude. That is so adorable. Hannah's face was absolutely on fire now. I barely had to try.
You think I'm cute?
Sure, buddy. And now I'm treating her like a child. Sure, buddy. Yep, I'm looking at a bona fide cutie right now. From the way you talk, the way you act, and that cute little ponytail. Okay, you don't have to overreact to that.
But that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Right after you throw, okay? Back in 3rd grade.
You throw okay. Okay, that's kind of sad. You throw okay. She plays baseball, I guess. Softball, whatever. I don't know much about your throw, but I would love to see you throw it back for me. No. Non? 9?
I don't even know what that means, but I know it's late. I hear it in the song all the time. I hate it.
I hear it. She's so the voice actress, whoever the voice actress is. Props to you. You really gave her such a personality, man. Hannah looked like she was about to explode, and she hyperventilated into the mic. You're so easy to fluster, it's adorable. But please calm down. Sweet no, just call her Hannah. Before someone hears and finds you all worked up. Hannah took a deep breath, held it in, and then slowly exhaled it out. Her face was still red, but she wasn't as riled up as before.
No one's ever flirted with me before. And actually meant it.
Well, how do you know I mean it or not? What if I told you that I was just testing out the reaction and I'm just trying to get other endings? Well, I'm honored to have been your first. Hannah smiled at me softly. At hearing that, I thought she was going to start crying. Suddenly, I hear a ringtone go up on Hannah's end and she looks pretty disappointed.
I gotta go for now. Sorry. That's my dad calling. I forgot he usually calls around this time of day.
Oh, that's fine. Alright then, see you later, Hannah. Text me when you wanna hang out next, alright? Why do you not say that? I mean, to be fair, it has the name on it, so she must not know. The call ended and that's how I met and started a relationship with the lonely girl named Hannah. Okay, I'm glad that I don't use the word loser when it pertains to her, because the title of the game is so sad. It had been a whole week since Hannah and I started talking with each other. To put it bluntly, the girl is a mess. A chatty, anxiety-ridden mess at that. Not even a day after we first called, my message inbox was flooded with updates from her. Whether it was photos of her lunch, long tangents about hyperfixations, or even minute stuff like telling me about the world's largest taxidermied animal. I mean, it's just something she's passionate about, so that's fine, I guess. It was a whale shark, for those curious. I knew the girl was desperate for some connections and someone to talk to. But surely she had to have someone else to talk to aside from video games and whatever else, right? A therapist, her parents, a pet, anyone living? It did say that her dad was talking to her, so I guess right. My phone went off before I could continue this train of thought. Another message from her. Hannah's typing. I wanted to see the previous messages before. Hello. Hannah translation. Hello. Don't do that. I understand completely what that means, okay? You don't need to do that for her game. Alright, what's next on our agenda? Keep messaging you, but you know what today is, right? Quarry build day. Send you the IP address to my server once we call, okay? I've been waiting all week for this. Okay, sure buddy. Oh, there we go. I didn't have anything better to do. May as well. Moving to my computer, I booted up my copy of Quarry build. Is it Minecraft? Before hopping into a video call with Hannah. Within seconds, the awkward girl answered the call. Her smile and energetic waving speaking miles about her enthusiasm. Oh, that's so cute. She's so excited. Volume, please. Calm the fuck down, woman. Oopsie poopsie. It must have resettled itself. Adjusting her volume, she shakes off the audio issue with a pathetic, apologetic laugh. Don't call her pathetic. Stop it. It's just an ooh. The glossary is just ooh words. I 100% know what this means. Play. Yes, I know it's play. I know what that means, game. After she had sent me the IP to her server, I knew it was Minecraft. I joined in, greeted by the familiar, blocky, low-textured sites that were signature quarry build look. Minecraft. Let me just teleport you. No, I'm not gonna say that. With a few keyboard clicks from Hannah's end, I found myself out of the blocky forest and into a rather cozy-looking shack. The cabin's interior seemed well tended for, sporting a bookshelf, a dining room table, paintings, and even it's a fireplace. I thought her house was on fire. Standing next to me was the familiar image of Hannah, but more blocky. Oh, a custom avatar for her own. Who did you commission to do that? Welcome to my cabin. I know it's not much, but I was up all night making sure everything looked good for you. What do you think? Both quarry build Hannah and real Hannah stared at me with their, don't call it wet, nearly tearing eyes gazing into my soul, seeking my answer. Ooh, it's shit. Not bad for a semi-neat. This is a playful tease. This is kind. This is neutral. This is sadistic. Let's go with the playful ones always, okay? Not bad for a semi-neat. Hannah's nervous stare quickly softened as I complimented her, letting out a thankful sigh. I want to see that, dude. That's so wholesome. I just copied something off a YouTube video and Semi. She is in college. That does not make her a NEET, okay? Yeah, I go to college. She does go to college. And she really wanted to impress me with how you made this cabin look. Like I said, it's not bad. Stop flirting. I mean, it's my fault. Those are my choices for a cute semi-NEET, of course. The simple teasing was enough to turn Hana into stammering, her twirling, red-in-the-face mess, trying her best to recover from the teasing. Stop it. Stop what? Teasing me like that, calling me cute, saying I'm only doing this to impress you. Am I really gonna say this? Impress you. I know you're saying that to make fun of me, aren't you? And it's not even that good of a house after all. It only took 2 hours to... This is literally a shack. This is a shack, the most basic Minecraft build. And it took you 2 hours to make this. Hana, you're a scrub. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm just kidding. I kinda spent all my time making sure my avatar looked good rather than the... Okay, that's where all her time was spent. Understandable. You probably think I'm a loser still, huh? No, not really. But I appreciate you being honest. And besides, I think we both know that you like it when I tease you, don't you? You masochist I'm just kidding. Shifting in her seat a bit, the still flustered girl tried her best to regain composure. But that didn't stop a small smirk to slowly crawl up to on her face, hiding her face between her hands before letting out a sheepish response. Maybe I knew so, dork. I don't know how to feel about this. She's cute, but like I said, she's 19. Softly, I'm old enough. I'm not really old enough to be her father. Like, maybe not. I'm not sure. I don't want to say anymore. Softly kicking her feet, the still blushing girl let out a small giggle, seemingly enjoying the teasing whilst regaining her composure. Let's get to why we're here today. I've been wanting to do survival mode for a while, and now that you're here, I figured we could, craft and mine and make sure this house looks good. Sounds good to me. Lead the way, dweeb. Nodding with approval, Hana opened the door to the outside, with me following behind. I was planning on mining some materials to forge weapons and armor. All I got is this wooden sword and stone axe, and it's not much against the mobs. Sure thing. I mean, you could live up stone pickaxes for the rest of your playthrough until you get a diamond one. Hana tossed me some tools and food. Thus began our first adventure mission. Oh, this is too wholesome, man. Strip mining. Several blocks away from the house Hana built, we began digging a stairway down to the earth. It would take us a while, but we managed to dig deep enough where plenty of ore would appear. Let the strip mining begin. I'll dig up the path while you mine up any ore we find. Okay, that's good teamwork, honestly. Easy enough. It's not the most exciting, but the first couple of hours of quarry build never are. To take on some of the harder bosses like the dragon or Leviathan would be cool on Minecraft though. We would at least need mithril armor and weapons. And you can only get mithril ore if your pickaxe or drill is upgraded to... Yeah, they really are referring to Minecraft, huh? Everyone's gonna start somewhere, you know. So, to fill the quiet of the mine, Hana and I make conversation. So, paleontology, huh? The dinosaur autism. Yup, must have hit you hard. Is it a form of autism? Like, I'm not sure. I don't know much about autism. I'm not even sure if I'm in the spectrum. Like, I don't know, man. I'm pretty antisocial, so maybe I am. I'm not sure. Oh, wait, I don't have autism. I mean, there probably is something wrong with me, but I've never been diagnosed by a doctor or anything. Way to take my figure of speech literally. So-called non-autistic girl. I meant it as a figure of speech. I mean, some people would be offended by this, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna say anything about it. But yeah, I was saying, you must really love dinosaurs to pursue a whole career involving them. What's your favorite one? Okay, I remembered like Papa Meat's newest video. I mean, not the newest one, but rather the one where they judge chicken nuggets. They asked Hunter to ask the drive-thru what their favorite dinosaur was, and it was really awkward. I don't know, man. That was just funny to me. And I immediately lit up like the night sky. Favorite one has got to be the stegosaurs, and that's why it's here. The plates embedded in the backs are so cool, and scientists don't even know what the spikes are used for. It's for self-defense, right? Not only are they my favorite dinosaur, but they're my favorite overall. What about you? Do you have a favorite dino? Name any. I like dino nuggets. I can give you a fun fact about them. Ooh, we can have more. Do I want to mash with her? Because, oh yeah, no. I like the Triceratops. That was my favorite when I was a kid. My favorite has got to be the Triceratops. They may have been herbivores, but those swarms put up a fight. Yeah, that is true. That's why I like them. Their skulls are super huge too, so a lot of museums try to get their hands on one to display. Our local one here managed to get an authentic fossil of its head, but it's so cool. I got to see it last summer, even took a picture with it. Their fossils have been found mostly here in America and parts of Canada. Right? Could you imagine seeing a Triceratops on the street with a bunch of other cars? I'd ride one if it would let me. As we discussed, I mined some copper ore and plenty of coal. I already got a fat stack of 70 coal, couple of pieces of copper. Their stack is 70. The Minecraft stack is 64. A plat multiplicative of 10 would make a lot more sense than 64. But 64 is a computer number, right? I mean, I should know. I fucking studied IT, okay? That's pretty good. Let's head back to the center and start another tunnel across from this one. We do just that, and this time, Hannah's the one to start the conversation topic. Do you play any gacha games, by the way? Oh, 100% yes. I play a lot of gacha games and then drop it for no reason at all, even after spending on it. I've played gacha games before. I still do. Hard to pass up on free-to-play games like those. I know, right? A lot of them end up having really good stories and hot as fuck characters. My luck in a lot of the games I play is pretty trash. I think I spent like $5,000 on getting my favorites maxed out this year alone. I've spent on like the battle passes of the games, but that's about the extent of what I spent. The only time that I actually spent is, as much as I'm ashamed to say it, but the only time I actually spent a lot on a gacha game is on Genshin, and I dropped it after spending that much. I'm not gonna say how much though, because I was trying to get Hu Tao and I didn't get her, so I quit Genshin. Just dropped it. It was so long ago too. But yeah, that was the reason why I'm not playing Genshin anymore. And also the fact that there's still no skip button. Like shut the fuck up, Paimon. You really shouldn't be spending that much money on digital anime characters. No, you should. Don't listen to me, okay? You definitely should. But spend responsibly though. It's so much fun just being able to clear all the endgame content with ease. Even if the meta changes, my husbandos and waifus still clear easy. That is true. Waifu, husbando, over meta is what we say. But now I'm saving my in-game money for a future character I really want. That's good at least. The furnace I built is finally done smelting the copper, and I toss Hana some. We have enough to upgrade our pickaxes to copper, so yeah. Finished this row and began a new one a few blocks down from it, repeating the cycle every time we reach a dead end. By the time we had made 10 new rows, we were fully decorated in some of the comfy silver armor with pickaxes to match. We got mithril over. Oh, we got diamonds. We were looking for mithril, but we got diamonds. I carefully extracted 4 pieces of mithril ore and showed them to Hana. We got 4 of them? That's trash luck. 4. Just 4. You need to up those numbers, my man. Honestly, I'm surprised we made this much progress in just under an hour. That's because this level of the mines have really good RNG for ore to appear. Yes, I like the fact that the writers of this game, the developer of this game, does know the games they are trying to parody. In Minecraft, like in the negative level, you can farm more diamonds in it. A certain level, I'm just not sure. Is it negative 12? I don't remember. How do you know that? Seeds that end with, now it's really specific. Even the seeds for like this one are always likely to spawn more ore at level 58. They are not underground. Level 58 is like high above, and because we're in a jungle biome, our chances of finding silver are increased. That's really specific. You're really good at this game, huh? Oh shucks, why did I say it that way? It's nothing. I just watch a lot of tutorials and read the fan wiki. Yeah, the wiki usually have all the information, so I am thankful for those. You could say I'm a bit of a pro gamer when it comes to choir build, and yet you made the shittiest house. I'm just kidding. I'm 10th place on the speedrunners board for killing the Leviathan in 9 minutes and 34 seconds. Is 9 minutes and 34 seconds kind of like a nod to an actual speedrunning record? In Minecraft, I'm not sure. Making me the first person in the US to have gotten so high. Gotta admit, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, that is impressive. You'd think that would have been cool enough to have gotten me to Bishoujo. Let's not talk about Bishoujo, especially after what happened. You do not want to be in there. You mean that VTuber corporation that launched recently? Oh yeah, I do remember that this game was pretty old, I think. This was back in 2019, right? I applied to join, even rigged my own model with art I commissioned with a free trial of Move 2D. Oh, Live 2D. Poured my heart and soul in my video and got nothing. I mean, you just have to try and try, I guess. That's what they always say. Just don't give up on auditioning. I can be parasocial and entertain an audience even if they're laughing at me. I mean, I am parasocial over you right now. You're fictional, okay? I can send you the audition later if you want. Sure, why not? I think VTubers are so cool. A lot of them have such pretty designs. It's mostly popular in Japan right now, but I'm sure it'll catch on. The VTubing in the West was a mistake, especially after all the things that has been happening. The indie VTubing in the West is catching on fire, is burning itself down. I just wish we just gated it and stayed in Japan and just do translations of the VTubers in Japan. I am a weeaboo, I'm sorry. I know they're kinda niche, but do you watch any Yes. No doubt. Yes. Yeah, I do. What kind of VTubers do you? VTubers, I'm just kidding. This is the bane of the any content creators. Get this shit away from me. Gaming, just chat. No, I don't really like just chatting. I do like gaming though, but a lot of the VTubers are shit at gaming. I also like ASMR, but this one is a guilty pleasure for me, so let's just stick with gaming. I'm not gonna out myself like that. I like gaming streamers the most. Me too. I like seeing my favorite streamers play a game I really like Choir Build, or pull up our character in Gacha. Oh, we're in a different location now. As Hannah's pickaxe hit 2 blocks in front of us, it opened up to a wide, dark, and wet quarry. I didn't think quarries appeared at this level. Yeah, usually we'd have to dig till we reach level 88. We already suited up. Adventure awaits. We placed torches around the area so we could see. The quarry cavern was pretty big and had plenty of mobs sneaking about. Undead creatures would chase us, knock our torches out, and some even threw axes at us. But Hannah and I had each other's back as we mowed them all down. Like, this is actually such a wholesome story, honestly. But I'm still not getting my $100. Why am I not getting my $100? Please give me my $100 for this week. Hannah even did a 360 sword chop. And okay, MLG. You're such a good gamer, Hannah. Show off. I think we got this place pretty cleared out. They shouldn't respawn for a while, so let's try to grab as much ore as we can. Gotcha. The ore and treasures practically littered the escape. I found a power bracelet to increase my crit damage. Okay, that's not part of Minecraft anymore. As I was rummaging through some of the treasure chests, Hannah walked around in the quarry. This game kinda reminds me of the one scene in Arya's Archives, where Arya's sister meets her human lover who fathered my favorite character, Throwaway. That is such a sad name. Why would your father or your parents name you like that? Throwaway. Hannah began placing some blocks on the ground, vaguely resembled a player character. Oh Cantata, though our love is forbidden, I can't help but want to ravish your siren body till the sun rises in the east. And then Cantata is like, yeah, can we Why? And then And an episode later, Cantata accidentally kills her lover and the sisters have to move again. Excuse me? What kind of show are you watching? Interesting. Yeah, like half the problems the Siren sisters run into are because of Cantata. She's kinda giant shameless liability shaped like a whore. I hate her. She's so useless and mean to throw away. I don't know how people can defend her in the Arius Archives Havo chat server. Hannah continued to vent about her hatred for this character called Cantata. If there was a #1 Cantata hater title, she would be the 10-time champion. At this point, she talked about her more than her actual pay. Yeah, she's just a hater. My question is, would she hate fuck Cantata? I'm just kidding. I was so caught up in her vent session that I noticed something coming up behind Hannah far too late. Yeah, she looked so mad too. Hannah, look out. But it was no use. An undead mob attacked Hannah from behind, gave her back shots. Equipped with an enchanted mithril sword, it dragged her into the darker part, so that would actually be cool. Like when mobs can interact with players, not just hit them or something in Minecraft, drag them, kind of like what do you call this, content warning does? There was a monster there that dragged players to a different place. That would be a lot cooler if Minecraft did it too. Hana in her panic state recklessly swung her sword around and continued to scream. Calm the fuck down, woman. I'm coming to help. I placed a torch down to light up the dark spot Hana was in, but as I laid it on the floor, Hana's sword struck me, knocking me back a few blocks. Didn't hurt me physically while I was at my desk, but Hana's in-game attack did knock my character's health down by 3 hearts. The undead grabbed Hana again and dragged her closer and closer to the quarry. Another step back at the both of them were now in the water, sinking fast. Hang on, Hana, I'll save you. I slammed that shift key to make my avatar run and jump straight into the water. The deeper they sank, the less I could see, so I swam fast as the game would let me. Oh god, my voice is really dying. With my sword in one hand and shield in the other, I whacked away at the undead. A few of my hits connected with Hana by accident, but that was unavoidable. That's unavoidable, by the way, if you're good enough. Hana's health must have been pretty low at this point, especially when you take the oxygen level, but I managed to kill the undead mob. Hana and I emerged from the water with our lives intact. Good ending, good ending. No problem, what are friends for? Why is she so mad? Hana's avatar turned around and began hopping around as she angrily shouted. Stupid fucking quarry build. We had plenty of light around this cave and still an undead was able to spawn. Okay, she's just raging. If you don't place a torch on every square block in the friggin' cave, a mob will just spawn. We're not even on hard mode. Okay, she's just raging. She's an actual gamer. Hana was panting and seething with anger as she screamed at the computer screen and I awkwardly stared on. Should I gamer rage with her? There's no sadistic choice here. I'm just gonna go full in on the teasing. Is Hana having a gamer moment? You look so funny when you're this mad. Hana continued to run around and yell at the game developers who clearly wouldn't hear her complaints in the end. Hana then took a deep breath in, headed in for as long as she could and let it out, thus drawing a conclusion to her tantrum. Anyway, did you get all the treasures? Now she's smiling. She moved on really fast, huh? 3 magic scrolls, 5 loaves of bread, healing potion, C4, 10 cooked fish, and sea pearl. Yup. We go back now. With that, we exited the cave and ran up the stairs and stored our loot into some of the secure chests. Okay, that's how it looks outside. That's not bad. That's fine. After that, we decided to give Hana's house a makeover, adding 3 more. Okay, so before it was just a square block. Now this is the finished product. Hana seemed to know how to arrange structures in a way that made it look like an actual furniture. I made sure to place down plenty of torches on the ground before she gamer rages again. She throws a tantrum again. Must have been in that mind for maybe 2 hours, but renovating the house at least took us twice as much time. Now we have plenty of room in the house for our current and future designs. Looks way homier now. Next time we should work on the library so we can enchant our... That's like so easy to do. It's just a square room. Just fill it up with bookshelves. It's 1 a.m. already. It didn't feel like we've been playing for six fucking hours. Even I wouldn't last that long. Time really does pass by when you're having fun. Let's call it quits for today, alright? Oh, okay. Hana whined, but she was clearly looking more exhausted than she usually does. One more thing. Hana took a wooden sign from her inventory and placed it in front of the house. Carved some words onto it. There we go. Now it's perfect. The sign read, Hana and Oberus BBF. Why is BBF? Isn't it supposed to be BFF? I had a lot of fun playing with you today. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hana smiled softly at me through the camera, seemingly almost in tears. She's such a precious... She's just so precious, okay? She's a cinnamon roll. Are you going to cry tears of happiness now? How sweet. I'm not. No. Anyway, we should both head off to bed for the night. The server will be open even if I'm not on, so you can come and play anytime. Why would I want to play without you? Yeah, why would I want to play without my favorite little loser bestie? This is to my heart. My heart, dude. She's 19. Stop it, Hana. Just DM me anytime this week and I'll try to hop on with you. Good night, Hana. That is so sweet. With that, the call ended and I went straight to bed with a smile spread across my face. Okay, I don't think this is gonna be a horror game. It's been 3 weeks since I've met Hana. Things with Hana it's been good. Honestly, worth it. But I enjoyed making her suffer a bit. Her reactions are fun. Since getting to know each other, the two of us have made weekly plans to hang out. This week was the annual convention. A few notable celebrities always attend, and Hannah in particular was looking forward to meeting the actor of Throwaway. Of course she would. I didn't know much about it, but Hannah did promise to talk my ear off at the convention. A ping rings out for my application. It was Hannah. There it is. Hello. I'm almost ready. Why isn't this not W? I'm almost ready. I'm just making sure I have everything. Meetups time still at noon. Yes, I'm all dressed up and heading over. Do I get a sneak peek? Oh, I want it to be a surprise when we meet up. Okay, sure. I suppose we'll have to wait and see. But what is the plan beside meeting time? What things are we going to do and see? I bought a hotel room to keep our stuff safe, and there's a small handful of things I want to see. Want to visit the artist out? Of course you would. You can meet Throwaway's actress. You mentioned her briefly to me. You remembered. I mean, you wouldn't stop talking about her. I've always wanted to meet her and have never gotten the chance. And now you have. Is there going to be a panel? That's why we're going. Probably, right? It's like all the stars are aligning. I don't mind just following you around. Pretty excited. Want to get separated at convention. Just be careful in the cosplay. I know that conventions can be pretty stuffy. Anything else that you want to do there? Food probably, but we can yap about yeah. Only there for a day, we're doing so much. I'm very happy with the current plan. Cool. You're 100% sure you have everything? I am. I'm nervous and excited all at once. I'll see you there. See you there, Hannah. I close out of the application, double check my bag to make sure I have everything I need for a successful outing. My bag contains my keys, wallet, water bottle, medication, first aid kit, charger, portable charger. That should be everything. At least I hope that's everything I need, and likely what Hannah needs. Accident prone that girl is. That first aid kit was going to come in handy at some point. At first, I thought it was a practical joke that she was pulling on me, but nope, she really was that much of a... Oh, so that's why she has so many bandages on her. I see. Mitsuri-con. Oh yeah, it is 2019. This game was actually made in 2019, huh? The line to the conventions was long, but thankfully was not as long as it could have been. Both Hannah and I agreed to go on a Friday, and Fridays are usually the slowest and cheapest convention days. After making it to the front and handing the staff my ticket, I put my badge around my neck and pulled out my phone, checking in with Hannah to see if she had arrived. Before I could open the chat, I heard a familiar voice behind me. Can I hear it? Why are you wearing that? What is that supposed to be? Is that supposed to be Throwaway? I turned around, blinking once, then twice. She was in the fursuit. In this heat? She had to be insane. She laughs a bit awkwardly as I stand and stare at her. It's me, you know, Hannah. I know, but aren't you, well, sweating in that? No, it's plenty comfy here. She scrambles, reaching out to one of her fuzzy purple arms for me to touch. She was right. The material was soft fur by how well crafted the essence caused out the essence. I thought this was a throwaway cosplay. Hannah likely spent a good, of course she does. Fursuits are fucking expensive. Don't ask me how I know. I just heard it from people that fursuits are expensive. To be fair, it was a fursuit. Of course, it would cost a lot of money, and depending on the quality too. I can see that. Is this the first time you're wearing it? I can see how she practically lights up at the question. Even if I can see her face, her body language shifts from hunched over to jumping with joy. Yes, I've always wanted to cosplay at a convention, and it's only one of my favorite things ever. So I had to cosplay as one of my favorite card. I mean, look how cute the little guy is. Also, it's from a gacha game, I see. She does a little spin. Really? Never? Never ever. I tilt my head to the side, gesturing us around. Then tell me more about it as we walk around and figure out where we want to go. We can pick an exact location later. She nods, the giant head nodding up and down eagerly as the two of us walk together. As she talks my ear off about Essence, Hannah goes into excruciating detail about how to play the card game and how her best deck build works. Oh, it's a card game then. Kinda like Yu-Gi-Oh! Shadowverse, probably. Might as well get used to her yapping. As the two of us walk around the con, I start to notice her staggering behind, taking deeper and more shallow breaths as she talks about the lore of Essence, Arya's archive, with a heavy focus on a character named Throwaway, amongst other things. I absolutely... She takes a deep breath. Love? She heaves. Hannah. Yes? You're out of breath. It's kinda hot. Then take it off. If you're getting stuffy, you should take the costume off. Yes. I couldn't. I'd have nowhere to put it. At least take the head part off. You look like you're about to pass out. Yeah. She pouts for a moment before sheepishly taking off the head of the cosplay, averting her gaze from me. Oh, it kinda looks funny though. See? Isn't that much better? Hana nods, her cheeks tinging red. Why were you so adamant on keeping it on anyways? I thought you knew the dangers of cosplaying at a convention. I do, but well, I start leading her to a seat on one of the benches, nudging her to drink some of the water that she packed with her. She gulped it down eagerly. I guess I was just, nervous. About what? The con? Not exactly, no, about meeting me. She purses her lips before speaking again. I just thought that you might dislike me and my appearance if we met in person. Why? I already saw you on a video call. Like, we've been talking for like weeks. If I wore a cosplay, you wouldn't have to see me. Why not? How do I react to that? You're fucking weird. I'm just kidding. I am going full in. I am going full in with flirting with her. I'm not gonna stop. Aw, aren't you so cute? Wanting me to like you so badly. Huh, okay, that is cute. The tongue even is a heart shape. Hana flails around a bit before gulping, the blush getting to her ears, and she nods. Of course I want you to like me. Well, you're in luck. I like you plenty. She let out a small whine as I laughed at her flustered reaction. That aside, what do you want to go see next? I know you have a few places that you want to see. Hana shakes her head fiercely. I've talked your ear out plenty. You choose. Let's go to the okay. Now we choose. Oh, it's all her choices too. I mean, I guess we don't really know much about this convention to know exactly what else is in here. So these are all her choices anyway. I mean, this is the first one she talked about, but the one she was so excited about was the panel. So let's go to the panel. We have to hurry. I don't want to miss it. Hana rushes up in front of me. I try to keep up. I don't want her to get lost, and at the rate that she's going in the costume, she might trip and fall on her face. Yes, she is. She weaves past people trying to worm her way upstairs to the panel's room. This might be the quickest I have seen her run. Luckily for her and me, she didn't end up falling on her face, but she almost did on multiple occasions, using the railing or wall to keep herself steady. Hana motions for me to enter the room with her, and I do. The room is packed, and the two of us are barely allowed in, the last two allowed, since there is a capacity limit in case of an emergency. While the room was tight and cramped, there was some empty space against the wall. The two of us hung back to try to get comfortable for the next 2 hours. There were a bunch of hushed whispers in the room that it was almost impossible to hear myself think. While it was obvious that Hana was overstimulated, she was also vibrating with excitement for what was to come. She's spoken to me about this for a while, and I might not fully get it, but this was something that mattered to her. How do I feel about Hana's excitement? No. It's cute. It was kind of cute. At least I thought it was. I mean, anyone who is openly passionate about something is just wholesome to me. Like, it doesn't bother me at all if you talk too much about it, as long as you're passionate about it. I don't mind it, honestly. Who is this? Is this the throwaway actress? Probably, right? The panelists start rolling in. The crowd starts to rise in volume, cheering and shouting the names of the characters. Hana tugs on my sleeves and points at Throwaway's actress. Yeah, this is the Throwaway's actress. It's her. She's so excited. She squeals in excitement. So I've heard. You've got your questions ready? Yes, I've had it ready for ages. I was born ready. She does a little salute. She's just so precious, man. The beginning is usually going to be introducing everyone, talking about their time on the show. The MC will ask the typical questions, like how do they like the project? How did they find it? How do they relate to the character? And stuff like that. And then after we get to the lineup and ask questions until time is up, and if we're lucky, we get to stay over and finish up with a few more questions. You excited to meet her after this? Very, but I'm so nervous. What if I look dumb in front of her here? How will I be able to face her? I mean, you're already facing her once you ask the questions, so yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry too much about it. To be fair, in these conventions, I think the people already expect the people who ask questions to be a little bit awkward because, they're already starstruck with meeting them. The voice actresses, the actresses, whatever, right? It's understandable for the fans to get starstruck and stammer a bit while asking the questions, right? So it's to be expected at least. It's not weird. It's not gonna be weird for them, for anyone. The two of us were stopped mid-conversation as the MC spoke up. I did my best to pay attention, but I couldn't help but notice Hana out of the corner of my eye. She was taking in all the information, bouncing on the balls on her feet, trying to absorb it all. It was like she said, DMC did ask the very same questions she told me about, often filling me in when I threw her a confused look, or when she got excited about a topic in particular. She whispered a mini lore dump between questions before getting quiet to listen to the next answer. After about an hour, the fans were called to line up calmly and neatly so no one gets hurt. Hannah throws me with a bright smile, opens her mouth to speak, but as she takes a step forward, she's gonna stammer. She trips and falls on her face. Oh, dude. I stopped and stared at her for a minute, crouching down to her level. She's shaking and sniffling, pushing herself up from the ground. The two of us had made quite a scene, and she was clearly embarrassed. I mean, I should have fallen with her, so she doesn't feel alone at least. That's what I would do. I don't know about other people though. I help her up. She wasn't going to feel better just sobbing on the floor. Let's go get in line. You wouldn't want to miss out asking your question, right? She turns to face me, wiping the snot from her noses and sniffles, nodding. You're right. The two of us get in line. We're at the back because of Hannah's fall. She's mumbling insults to herself, berating and belittling herself for letting herself fall in her words. Honestly, it was kind of sweet, I guess. Sweet. She cares so much about this whole thing that, yeah. Now I get it. It is kind of sweet. That I can't help but find it endearing and cute. It was awkward for a bit. Hannah didn't seem to be in the mood to talk. She was listening attentively and likely knowing her, repeating her questions over and over again in her head. If you're like an anxious person, like you're not used to talking to people, like you have these rehearsals in your head on how to talk to other people, especially when you're like, sometimes when you want to order food from a fast food restaurant or some shit, because of your lack of communication skills, I guess. You need to practice it over and over again in your head. I mean, I guess sometimes I'm like that, but sometimes I'm not. Like, I'm just chilling. The moment when I realize that people don't really care much about me and they care more about themselves, that's when I just started not being confident, but just being indifferent to what others think of me. But yeah. Finally, Hannah reached the front of the line and was announced as the last question of the panel. That was lucky. She profusely thanked the MC and the panelists for taking the time to be here and allowed her to ask the question. No, I'm serious. Thank you so much. This means so much to me. The MC cuts her off. Okay, just ask your question. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take up the time. I promise I'll make it quick. Just ask your question. She takes a deep breath and turns back to the panelists, trembling. Hello, she whispers. The panelists look awkwardly at one another, asking her to speak up. Translation, please. Hello. A shrill noise speaks from the microphone, causing me and many others in the room to cover our ears. Hannah goes to apologize again and again and feels the heated glare from the MC. My question is, so we all know and love Throwaway and Kevin, and they have such a super cute dynamic, and they're my OTP. What the fuck is OTP? One true pair, and I love them so much. What do you guys think of the ship? This time the silence was not intentional. Hannah laughs awkwardly, tugging at the collar of the fursuit, because Throwaway deserves someone who would treat her right, and Kevin would. The panelists glanced at each other. I can't speak right now, I'm sorry. For a moment before they looked back at Hannah, forcing smiles on their face. That is awkward. As she continued, he's a himbo. He's so nice and sweet, and is she talking about me? Fuck you. He'd protect her from horrible mom. With years of professional PR training, Throwaway's actress Tara spoke up. Okay, what is she gonna say?
We can't divulge too much on where Kevin and Throwaway's journey will end up.
Okay, that's just too vague of an answer. Like, you're not really answering anything. I mean, to be fair too, it would be spoilers if she answers more than this. So yeah.
Without a doubt, their friendship is something that is definitely important to both their characters and the story.
Or this OTP that she's speaking of is just in her head and not really canon to the story, is what I'm thinking that is happening right now. Agreed. Kevin's, being a knight, duty is to protect the kingdom and investigate the sirens, so Throwaway is someone he's going to want to get close to. She's such a gentle soul. Clearly, in a terrible home, Kev would naturally want to treat Throwaway with kindness.
Throwaway is very grateful whenever Kevin is around, since it means her mother can't toss her around like a rag doll.
Okay, like is this like a parallel to the relationship of Hannah and us? Is that it? And if we're horrible to Hannah, then this Kevin guy would be horrible to Throwaway too. Is this what's happening right now? I'm not sure. Char made a comedic throwing gesture which made the audience and Hannah laugh a little. But do you ship? Stop talking about the ship.
And that's all the time we have for the panel. Thank you
Aw.
so much, everyone, for joining, and a big round of applause for our panelists.
Too bad,
A
Hannah.
reminder that the cast of ARIA Archives will be doing autographs and photo ops at the designated section of the convention in about half an hour.
Are we gonna go there?
So if you want either of those, you better head there quickly before the line gets any longer.
Definitely gonna go there. The crowd cheered, and as the panelists waved goodbye, they exited the stage to make their way to the next location. As we exited the room, Hannah couldn't help but sigh dejectedly. Yeah, they didn't really answer her questions. I know you're disappointed, but there's still time to meet the Throwaways actress. That sounds nice. Where to go? Honestly, I would just go to the photo and we could wrap up in the artist alley because this one's gonna be next. If we go to the artist alley first, this might be done already. Hannah and I made our way over to the talent hall where tables lined up neat and orderly, posters hanging behind each table signifying the talent that was to show up. There was a skittish look on her face as she sheepishly looked around for her goal, and that goal, as expected, was Throwaway. I said I'd keep an eye out for her, but she notices it before I do, tugging on my sleeve and pointing to the direction of their table. She's right there. I can see that now. The two of us walk in line. It looks like it would take maybe half an hour to get to the front of the line. It's going to be a bit. Do you know what you want to get? Photo, signed autograph, everything, of course, everything. Fair enough. Do I want to know how much it's going to cost? I careened my head up, trying to see how much it would be. But due to how far it is, plus all the heads in the way, I'm unable to see it. What the fuck is careen? Huh. How much? 200 what? $200 for both pictures and an autograph? I couldn't hear you. 200. I forget how expensive meeting celebrities. Oh, just meeting them. God damn, $200 just for meeting someone. I mean, to be fair, I'm not downplaying voice actresses, but a meet and greet for 200 is like a bit on the high end, right? Is this the first time you're meeting a celebrity? Nuh-uh. But it's the first time I want to spend money to meet someone. She means so much to me. You were willing to spend money on trying to have a friend. She means so much to me. You keep saying that, but I don't think I've ever really heard why. Hannah's face turns red. Well, you know, she got me through a hard time. I don't think you want to hear the story twice, because I want to tell her too. So you'll hear it when I tell Throwaway, and you can ask me any questions after. I don't think she would appreciate it. Mostly it's because like never meet your idols or never meet your heroes kind of thing. I have this gut-wrenching feeling that the Throwaway actress is gonna be an asshole. I don't know, man. I just have that feeling. I promise. I hold you to it. The two of us carry on some brief conversation. Mundane really. Something to pass the time while you two wait. Oh, there it is. Finally, the two of us got to the front of the line. Hannah was shaking, her entire body was trembling. She's probably gonna remember her, right? From the panel. Especially if she's wearing something like this. It's gonna be hard not to remember that. She shakily hands the vendor the cash, and they gesture for Hannah to go walk up to Throwaway's actress, Tara. I sat next to her, telling the vendor that I'm just accompanying her and would not get in the way whatsoever, that I just wanted to keep her company, nothing else. Hi.
Hi. Excited to meet you. What's your name?
She looks so cute. Why is she not talking? I want to hear her voice more. I'm Hannah. I'm your biggest fan. Before Throwaway's actors could speak up again, Hannah's eyes were brimming with tears as the water world started. Aw, she's crying already. Seeing Hannah meet Throwaway makes me... I would honestly feel happy for her. Yeah, it's not really cute. I would feel genuinely happy for her. I couldn't help but smile. I was so happy that Hannah was meeting her idol finally. The story you helped portray. I love it. I mean it. I really relate to everything Throwaway goes through. I get the struggle. Hannah chokes up. Seeing the portrayal. Seeing someone who went through what I went through and come out the other side. with friends. I mean, you have a friend in me already, Hannah. You don't have to worry about anything else. You're kind of like throwaway now, so you could relate more to her now, right? She turns to look at me before she turns back to throwaway. What we saw her go through with her mother, how she constantly had to take and take. I get it. Her voice finally shatters as she openly sobs, the heavy tears falling down from her face as she ugly cried. Why would you rub it in her face that she was ugly crying? That she was an ugly crier. Snot dribbles down her nose as she wails. I'm kinda just a loser. Kinda like one of those sopping wet cats you find. I never really felt like I fit in. Ever. Now you're just trauma dumping, Hannah, and that this is gonna be awkward even for the actress. Not until Arya's archive. Not until throwaway. Hannah sobs as she continues to babble on, barely being able to be understood as she drones on. Tara looks around, panicked, unsure of what to do before she spots me and motions me forward. She nods at me before turning to look at Hannah again.
Hana, right?
Yup, she nods, and her actress lets out a shaky breath, placing a hand on Hannah's shoulder.
You're very sweet. And it was awfully brave of you to admit all of that.
Okay, I thought Tara was gonna be an asshole. Turns out she's pretty kind. It's just an awkward situation for her, for the both of us, for the both parties.
Let alone go through any of it.
Or this is just something you show to the public and you don't really mean it. But in any case, she's not an asshole.
I'm glad you also have a friend to help you like she did. But don't
Yep.
forget that your strength is nothing to look down at. You are strong for going through it.
She seems nice, but her words, the way she says it feels so manufactured, feels so scripted. Hannah's eyes widen as she stands there, shocked for a few seconds. You really mean it?
Of course I do.
Oh, look at her. She pulls Hannah. Oh, she's the one who initiated the hug. Okay, I trust her now. She pulls Hannah into a hug, motioning for me to join in too. I slowly join in on the hug. Hannah sits there and sobs for a bit before we all pull away. Okay, I thought Tara was an asshole.
No, sweetheart.
Yeah, she's just genuinely kind, I guess. Yes, please. I don't need the translation anymore. Yeah, she's really nice. It was just an awkward situation, I guess, even in the panel. Hannah's eyes were still swollen red as the two of us walked away from the talent hall. I gently rubbed circles in her back. Gently, I motioned for her to sit down, not wanting her to fall over and collapse on herself. I pull out my water bottle from my bag and hand it to her, encouraging her to drink some water to calm down. After she sits and breathes for a few minutes, she pulls out a little bag of gummy bears. Is it edibles? Biting off the heads first and then popping out the rest in her mouth. She told me she does this so the gummies won't suffer. She is so weird. It's weird in an endearing way. She nods at me, throwing me a toothy grin. Thank you for being there with me. It's really not a problem at all. How does it feel to have met your idol? Amazing. I just hope I didn't bother her too much when I got to speak to her one-on-one. I don't think she did. It was just awkward for her, so you don't have to worry about it. Did Hannah bother Troll? No, definitely not. Her actress was actually really kind. No, you didn't, but yeah, the whole thing was cute. Like, it was wholesome. Regardless of what happened, it was really cute to see you open your heart like that. No, it couldn't be. It was super cute even. Hannah whines, hiding her face in embarrassment. Now then, we still have places to see. Oh, the last one. The Artist Alley. Let's go. The two of us stick close together as we traverse the tight space of convention. Friday might have been the least busy day, but seeing that it's been a few hours since the two of us arrived, the con feels like we're being packed in like sardines. Hannah looks around, her eyes sparkling with excitement. She points out various pieces of merchandise that she wants to stop and examine. It's always nice to see a bunch of people in one place, huh? I'm surprised she's okay with crowds, knowing that she's a little bit anti-social, I guess. I adore seeing different people's artwork, especially small artists. They deserve so much more love and recognition than they get. True. How frequently do you get art from others? Hannah hums in thought. Whenever I can, really, as long as it makes me happy. And I can make sure I can have all my essentials. Getting nice little treats like this always helps my mood. But I always have to make sure I have my food and stuff. It's kind of like a PSA too. tell the people for like who wants to commission artists and such that they should also have like the money for themselves too. It's saying they should spend it responsibly. Do you have a favorite artist? You can't make me choose. That's too difficult of a choice. But you have a favorite character, right? Throwaway is different. She's everything I want to be. She's amazing. I bet it meant the world to you to meet her actress. Oh, of course it did. As we continued walking, I stayed close to her to avoid getting lost and to pick up a few things that also caught my interest. She repeatedly pointed out in one particular. By the third time, I was curious and spoke up. You seem to really like this one character in particular. Is it Throwaway? Oh no, it's Suntrain. Her husbando. She points at the newest art piece that she just picked up. Not only do I get to support small local artists, I get such pretty art from my favorite boy. Hana sighs dreamily and gently tucks the piece into her bag, along with the various other merchandise that she has bought so far. He's been teased for a while, but only more recently got released. I fully maxed him out, and he's so busted. Oh, it's the gacha game character. I see. I look at her sideways. Sometimes it's a bit hard to keep up with Hana as she's spitfiring information at me, especially when she constantly jumps between multiple different fandoms and fan bases. His name is Natori, and he has this really cool other form. Okay, so is that the same guy? I'm not sure. Before, he was just a guy traveling with Gio and lost a chunk of his memory. And the stuff he did know, he was super secretive about it until it all came bubbling to the surface. The reveal was so cool. The main character was in danger and, of course, he had to save them. So he transformed into this phoenix form to make sure they were safe. What else is he like? I mean, I'm glad that we're kinda like taking an interest in her hobbies too. So that's really wholesome. He's pretty cool, calm, and collected. He's smart, a bit socially awkward, a bit like someone I know. It's her. Hey, I laugh. What do I say to her? I keep on saving, okay? I'm sorry. Encourage your passion, yeah. I get it. I also have things I'm super in love with. There's no need to be embarrassed at all. Hana nods sheepishly. You're right, I shouldn't be embarrassed at all. But continue. I like his story. While he might have gone through so much trauma and hardship and so much of his life that he lives right now is living with the consequences of what he did before he lost his memory, and he suffers for a person he can no longer remember. I like it. Sure, it's sad and depressing, but he grows from it. He gets better. He has friends to help pull him up to get better. And of course, he still struggles. That's bound to happen, but he is better. I think that's what matters the most. It's a nice sentiment, I get it. It's a nice message for the player to see. Exactly, especially for people who are struggling. She pauses for a short while before speaking up. Why does she always look so sad? I know I've talked about how I struggled a lot, so I always appreciate stories like this, because if they can get better, I'd like to think that I can get better too. I mean, you already are, just by going through this with me, you know. She smiles softly and shakes her head. I don't know if that makes sense. I think it does. I'm glad. We sit in silence for a bit before I speak up again. Did you see everything you wanted to see today? We can head back and just relax. It's been a long day. Yeah, that sounds nice. Thank you. I couldn't help but smile. I was so happy that Hana was meeting her idol finally. Why are we back here? Come out and yeah, we're back here. Was that a bug? Should we have gone to the artist? Is this supposed to be the last one? Probably, right? Yeah, because it just repeats here. This should be the last one. Okay, now I get it. The meeting with Tara one. But we did it in a different order. We went to the panel first, then met with Tara, and then did the artist thingy. So I guess it's the other way around. It should be the artist first, then the panel, and then the meeting with Tara. So that's why it bugged out like that. Okay, see? Now it's saying, I think that's everything. You're ready to head back to the hotel. What did you want to eat? There's a few options because we're at a con. How about, which do you think she likes the most? She probably likes fast food, huh? A pizza date would be chill, right? Sit in restaurant, like I'm not sure if we're gonna eat. But what if we eat in the restaurant? How about we sit in a restaurant? Sounds great, let's go. Are we gonna eat though, or are we just gonna sit there? What just happened? It's a different day probably. It's a beautiful day out. The sky is pure blue with barely any clouds. The sun is shining. There's even a pleasant breeze following through the air. Perfect beach weather. After some talking, I finally convinced Hannah to hang out somewhere outdoors. As much as I enjoy hanging out with her on the phone, she needs some fresh air. The con doesn't count since we were inside the whole time, and the air in there definitely wasn't fresh. So, what better to do than to just have a beach trip? I'm currently waiting near a lifeguard station just watching people do their thing. Equipped in my best beach fit and the layer of sunscreen, and I'm all raring to go. But I can't do anything until Hannah gets here. It's the designated beach episode. For every anime ever created, there will always be a beach episode. I feel my phone vibrate from a notification and put it out of my pocket. Looks like Hannah just got here. I quickly shoot a text back describing where I am before pocketing my phone. Oh, there she is. About 5 minutes go by before I see that familiar little hermit. Why would you call her a little hermit? I like this sun hat though. It's nice, it's cute. And she's still wearing a lot of bandages, huh? What exactly are you doing to have that many bandages? I mean, she did say she was clumsy, but yeah. Hello. Hey Hannah. I waved to her as she walks up to me, maneuvering her way around people's stuff on the ground. Sorry I'm late. I couldn't find my swimsuit for a bit. How could you not find your swimsuit? Shouldn't it just be on your bag? I look over her, taking in her outfit. It's a pretty basic one piece, all things considered. Do you like it? I know it's pretty basic, but I don't have much beach attire. Oh, you look absolutely adorable. Oh, we didn't have a choice in that, huh? Didn't have a choice in our answer in that. I just saw the line. You really think so? Of course. Honestly, I think you look pretty. She's 19, she's 19, she's 19. Chill out, brother. If I didn't know who you were, I think you were a swimsuit mom. Okay, now we're just flattering her so much. Hannah's face practically lit ablaze in front of me. From an outsider's perspective, it looked like she'd gotten her face sunburned. I feel like I really need her voice again, man. I need her to talk again. Well, we certainly didn't want that happening. Come on, let's find somewhere shady to put our stuff. We set off to find an empty spot. Since it's pretty early in the morning, the beach isn't as crowded as it usually is, but it's still a bit of a hassle making sure not to step on people's stuff. After a few minutes, we finally find a pretty decent blank spot on the sand. It's even got some palm trees providing the shade. That's pretty convenient. I quickly set my stuff down before anyone else could claim it. Hannah follows suit, laying her towel flat on the ground. That should be good. I don't think anyone's gonna try and take our stuff, so we should be able to leave it here. I hope not. I don't really want to get robbed on my first beach day in years. We should be fine, unless the seagulls decide to go on a little heist while we're away. Jeez, those birds can be so annoying. I need her to talk again, man, and say these stuff. And I usually like birds, but they always steal my food when I'm not looking. Yeah, they can be little jerks, but let's not let them ruin our day. What do you want to do first? I'm not sure. I haven't ever hung out with somebody on the beach before, so I don't know what would be fun. Well, there's a lot of stuff we could do. We could swim, take a walk, or maybe go collect shells. Hannah's eyes light up at that suggestion. Guess she really likes shells. I mean, it's kinda like bones, in a way, right? Could we do the shell idea? Sure, I think I saw some along the shore. We should start there. We set off together, walking along the beach shore. Every so often, a small wave passes over, tickling our feet. The cool water is a pleasant contrast to the burning hot sand surrounding us. Not many people have settled down in this area, so it's a relatively quiet walk between us. Every so often, one of us will stop to pick up a shell we find before carrying on. It's already been a few minutes of this, but each of us has a small armful of shells of different variety. Did you know that shells on the beach are just remains of dead creatures at sea? And that's why she likes shells too. It's because of her paleontology background. She just likes bones and remains of dead things, I guess. I'm a bit surprised by the sudden break in silence. I look at her, blinking in confusion. What? A lot of sea critters have exoskeletons to protect them from predators, so when they die or they molt, they leave a shell behind that's sometimes washed up on beach shores. It's mostly stuff like clam and cockle shells, but sometimes you can find cowrie shells and make some pretty jewelry from them. Sometimes there'll still be an animal inside of a shell. That is kinda grotesque. One time I picked up this pretty little whelk shell and a baby crab popped out and pinched my finger. I yelled so loudly that day. I nod along to her explanation. No wonder why she was so excited by this. It's because it's from a dead thing. That's interesting. I didn't know that, but that makes more sense than them just randomly spawning on beaches. I guess even here, you've still got something to appeal to your love of dead animal remains. Yeah, I just seem to attract little bits of that, huh? Is it just me, or was her response a bit disheartened? Oh, is it gonna be a tragic backstory about someone dying that's close to her? Oh, that's gonna be a bummer. I don't see why it would be. And she was excited about this just a minute ago. So what are you planning on using the shells for? I don't know. I was just gonna wash them off and take them home. Did you have plans for them? This is just a normal answer. I hope it doesn't really affect something in the ending. Yeah, look, shells can be really good for a terrarium. I don't know why they would be turned into jewelry. This would look good in a terrarium. I thought those were for plants. They usually are, but you can make sand terrariums. And I've got some glass jars back home. So with all the shells we're getting and the sand from the beach, I could probably make something nice. I don't think I could ever make a terrarium. I just lose all the pieces and probably break the jar. I could help you make one if you want. Though, you have to give up some of your shells for it. I'll probably try it then. Why is she so sad all the time? I mean, not all the time, because she was clearly happy during the convention, but yeah. Sometimes I'll pipe up when I find another shell that looks cool. She'll agree with my sentiment. I feel like Hana and I grown close enough that there's no need to fill in the silence, but something feels off about this. I thought at first that this was a comfortable silence, but looking at Hana, it seemed like she was bothered by something. It feels different from her usual aura of anxiousness and her little frown. Yeah, it's a little bit different from her usual look. She looks like she's thinking quite pensively over something. You doing alright? She stops walking at that, turning to look at me confused. I'm alright. Yeah, well, that kick puppy dog look you have would say otherwise. You've been kinda quiet. Oh, well, I don't know what to talk about, that's all. Okay, that's not true. You were just spouting off about animal exoskeletons a minute ago. Seriously, what's going on? I'm pretty sure something's bugging you. It's the shells made me think. About? They just made me remember how much that seems to follow me. The shells here are probably because of some poor little critters who died, not because they're molted. Well, even if most of them did die, it was probably their time, right? But what if it wasn't? What if they just had a horrible luck and happened to get stepped on or dried out in the sun because they didn't have the chance to make it back to the water? You seem oddly concerned about this. They could be like me, having such poor luck that all they do is bring misfortune wherever they go. I mean, you're rich, you don't have a bad luck. I mean, to be fair, money is not really everything, but still, you know. Maybe losing their shells was another way the world was punishing them. Hana, you're over-exaggerating. I mean, in a way, her losing her shell. Maybe I'm thinking too deep about this, but the metaphor that I'm trying to make is that her getting out of her shell and meeting me, it's not such a bad luck. She's kinda like outgrown the dead shell. She molted, is what I'm saying. I don't know. It's hard to explain. What I'm saying is, she doesn't really have a poor luck. Especially now that we met her and I decided not to be sadist towards her. What about yourself and the Dead Sea creatures? You don't bring misfortune everywhere. She scoffs at that, not even bothering to hide her frown this time. My entire life is pretty good proof against that claim. I mean, just look at me. I have to wear most of these bandages just because of how many accidents I get into every week. Say you're a bit clumsy, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, how about the fact that I basically had no friends? Anytime I've tried making friends in the past, they think I'm weird or annoying and just try to ignore me. What about now? But I honestly prepared that over all the bullying I got. It was always so easy to target me, the girl with no friends and loves animal bones. The one who will let you walk all over her like a carpet. Who wouldn't want to go for such a garbage person? But you should chill down a bit and look at what's in front of you today, Hana. Like, stop looking at the past and look at what's in front of you and look to the future. I don't know. I think you need to calm down. That has never been a good way to calm someone down, telling them to calm down. What happened to you is awful, but your life can't have been completely unlucky. There has to have been some time when you weren't affected by the harshness of life. There isn't. From the moment I was born, I was spreading misery. What about now? What makes you think that? Oh no. Because people who aren't unlucky don't kill their mom after she gives birth to you. Oh, that's why. Okay, that kinda took a dark turn. I nearly do a double take from that. She said that so casually, and yet that statement was anything but casual. I've never asked that much about Hannah's family. Just never came up. And it's not like she talks about them. Is this why she hates herself so much? Okay, yeah. Kinda understand that. Hannah, I had no idea. It's fine. Not like you would know. Christ. I don't even know what to say. That's awful, Hannah. I can't even imagine what knowing that is like. But even so, that's not your fault. You were being born. You didn't have any control over that situation. Even so, I'm still the reason she's gone. That's bad no matter how you look at it. You still shouldn't have to carry a weight like this. What does your dad say about this? Surely he doesn't blame you for this, right? He's never told me anything like that, but I know he's still broken up over it. I don't think he's been the same ever since that day. Now he's so busy that I barely even see him. He's always hunkered down in his lab. He doesn't know anything else. The only way I'm able to reach him is through phone calls once a month. Lab? Hannah, what exactly does your dad do for work? Bioengineer. Is his dad gonna revive her mother? Damn, he must be real smart then. He is, and he's really good at his job. I don't think I ever met someone so dedicated to their work to the point of shutting themselves off from the world other than him. I understand why he's so busy. He's doing a lot of good for the world. So I'm okay just talking on the phone once in a while. I shouldn't bother him. I get that the work he does is important, but I still don't think that's an excuse for him not to talk to you. But we do talk once a month. But still, and a phone call doesn't replace seeing each other in person. It's not like anything's stopping him from hanging out with you or even calling you more often. And this has been going on for what, years now? That sounds more like neglect more than anything. He hasn't been neglecting me. He's not a bad father. He's always been good to me. I mean, of course he's gonna, defend him. He wasn't always like this. When I was a kid, he was always there. He was there to comfort me on the days when other kids would bully me. And he'd always listen to me ramble about bones I found. It's just that when I started getting older, he started distancing himself from me. It was slow at first, and honestly, I thought I was just overthinking things. But by the time I got into high school, that's when he started locking himself away in his lab. But why would he do that? So suddenly too. I think it's cause I started looking like her. My mom, I mean. I've seen photos of her, and the similarities between us are there. Yeah, that would break someone up. But still, Hannah is his daughter, so why would he neglect her, right? Even if she's broken up about the loss of his wife, I mean. Maybe I just serve as a reminder to him of what he lost. I matured just to look like a slightly different version of her, of course. Seeing me must be tough. It's like his dead wife is haunting him. Hannah, I don't think... But she continues speaking, her sadness and guilt quickly morphing into frustration. But I don't get it. I don't get why any of this is happening. Why is he still so hung up over my mom? She's been gone for years and yet he still misses her. I mean, that's natural, right? He should have moved on by now. What's even so great about her? Why would you say that? Dad used to tell me, I get that she is jealous and that she's been neglected, but still, she was your mom too. She loved trying out new things, that she was supported towards the one she loved, that she was clever and naive at times, and that she was the absolute best. But what makes her the best? There are thousands of people like that. It's not like she was a unique person. She didn't even have that good of a job. She was just a bus driver for some elementary school. She's barely even a mom to me. She wasn't there for me. My nanny was. Oh, come on, okay, she's really hurt, huh? I mean, I can't really say that she's a bad person because at the end of the day, she's just hurt. She was neglected and she's just hurt. I can't really blame her. Why should I care about someone so much if I never even met her? I don't care about her like I care about my dad, my nanny, or even you. So why do I even care? Because she's still your mother. See, you've answered your own question. You still care about her, no matter how much you hate her. I mean, no matter how much you think you hate her. Hannah's voice cracked near the end of that statement as she returns to her usual melancholy expression. Her eyes have even started to tear up, but she hurriedly wipes them away with one of her hands. I missed out on having her in my life, of having her be my mom. I'm sure she would have been great. I know she would have loved me, even if I was still such a horrible human being as I am now. But you're not. You're just really self-deprecating. We could have been happy. We could have been normal. Why couldn't we have just been a family together? I hate it. I hate that I have to exist. I hate that my very being is the reason my mom is gone. That I'm the reason my dad's in so much pain that he had to abandon me. All this pain, okay, yeah. I think I kinda get her obsession with death now. And for what? Nothing good has come out of this. No wonder I'm so unlucky. The universe is punishing me for what I've done, but you didn't do anything wrong. I deserve to be beaten down by life because I ended one. I'm nothing but garbage. I'm going to stay like that forever. I should just die at this point. At least then I wouldn't be around to make my dad suffer anymore. The dam that was holding Hannah back from crying finally breaks. Tears stream down her face and she can't wipe them away. This is her breaking point. Her body shakes as she's overtaken by sobs. When she looks like she's about to fall over. Her shells have fallen to the ground as she wraps her arms around herself, whether to find stability or to seek comfort, I can't say. I stand there in slight shock for a moment, knowing Hannah had to live with these thoughts for years. No wonder she's so insecure. I take Hannah's hand in my own, giving it a gentle squeeze of support. Oh Hannah, you poor thing. While I agree you've been generally unlucky in life, I think your fears are misplaced. The universe isn't purposely targeting you. It's more likely that your fear that the universe is out to get you has been holding you back from being happy. I'm finally making sense. This is what I want to say. This is so accurate. I understand why you'd feel guilty, but it isn't your fault for anything that happened. Your life doesn't have to be lonely and miserable. You can make it better instead of giving up. It may take time, but trust me, you'll be okay. I want to believe you, but it's so hard. It's a serious moment. Why do you have to do this? Why do you have to do this to me? I really want to know how I could make my life any better than it could be now. You want my advice? Yeah, try talking to your dad. How would that help? Wouldn't him finding out how I feel just give him more reason to avoid me? Maybe, but it could also lead to him finally understanding why he needs to spend more time with you. It's a risk either way, but it's a risk that you definitely should take. If you won't do it for yourself, do it for me. Because I hate seeing you so sad over these feelings you think you need to hide. Let it out, see what happens. She sniffles, trying to keep her bearings. She eventually nods, looking at me with a small smile. I can tell she cares a lot about my opinion. I'll talk to him. I promise I will, just for you. Thank you for listening to me. You're a good friend. Just a friend. Just a friend. She's 19. She's 19. Why thank you, Hannah. But just a friend? I was hoping by now you'd want. Of course we'd say that. You can't just tease me after all that. I can. And I will. And I just did. You're right. I should give your heart a break. Instead, why don't you and I go do something more fun? Like getting some ice cream. Though you may not need it if someone as sweet as shut the fuck up. I hate myself. I hate myself in this context. Why am I so flirty? I mean, I chose this route. It's my own fault. You are pretty sweet. I'd still like some ice cream though. Well, what can I do? Follow my lead. Before we leave, I bend down and pick up one of the shells, handing it to Hannah. It's relatively small and white, but it's got little speckles of colors in it. Keep that one. Reminds me of you. Tiny and beautiful in its own way. But that's so nice of you. And the shell's so cute. And I don't deserve such a nice thing and... See, now you're doing it again. I like this. This is just wholesome. This was not the horror game I was expecting. This is not a horror game at all. But why is it in the horror games in itch.io? Now I'm pissed. Maybe if I had been a sadist, that's where the horror comes in. I can't help but laugh. She can be so endearing sometimes. I grab her wrist, dragging her with me as I begin to walk off. I'm pretty sure that she made her blush worse. We take a quick detour to our spot on the beach to grab our bags. Hannah puts the shell I gave her in her bag before we walk off. After walking through the sand for a few minutes, we eventually find the ice cream stand I saw earlier, and there's even no line. There's a bit of a silver lining to this whole situation. We line up to the stand's window where the ice cream worker sits. Hana orders a scoop of pistachio. Disgusting. Pistachio is an older person's flavor of ice cream, okay? You can't change my mind. Somehow this pick doesn't surprise me. As soon as she gets her treat, after handing the server some money, she steps aside for me so I can get what I like. After about 2 minutes of giving my order, paying, and getting my ice cream, I see that Hannah left my side and instead has made herself comfortable in a nearby bench. Oh, she removed her hat. Why? As I make my way over her, she takes her hat off to give her scalp a scratch. She seems to be enjoying her ice cream, so that's some good news at least. I begin eating my treat as well. It's nice to see that we can just relax like this, especially after dealing with something so emotional like that. The calm is broken soon enough, though, as I hear Hannah shriek. She broke the shell. She probably broke the shell. I quickly looked over her. Her ice cream somehow— okay, no, it's the ice cream. Her ice cream somehow fell and is plopped on the ground near her feet. You can have mine. That's a bit unfortunate, but I'm sure this is just a coincidence and not proof that the universe wants you to suffer. Why don't you have my ice cream? Oh, it's not translating anymore. Really? Are you sure? You don't have to give up your treat just for me. I don't mind. We're friends and you deserve to have something sweet, especially after all the pain you've been through today. And your whole life too. Hannah looks a bit unsure as I pass the cone over to her. She takes an experimental lick and hums to herself from the taste. I take that as a sign that she likes it as she continues to eat it. We sit there in silence for a few minutes and the sun slowly making its return and warming our skin. I should probably remind Hannah to put her hat back on, but a few minutes uncovered in the sun shouldn't hurt her. As Hannah nears the end of her treat, she looks towards me like she's hyping herself up to say something. Oboro, could I maybe share one of my poems? It's about my mom's death, so— oh yeah, right. We wanted to hear her poems, right? So this is the time, the one time that she is sharing it to us, and the fact that it's about her mother too. So I think she really trusts us now. I've been wondering what kind of poems we write anyway. It's honestly mostly angsty poetry I wrote in high school. It was way easier to do that than talking to the school counselor about my problems. But now I write stuff that's probably better. I mean, it's probably still cringy, but it shouldn't sound that bad. Just let me hear it first. Starting with the low expectation of this being bad isn't good, you know. You're right. Hannah turns her body slightly to reach into her bag. Pulling out her phone, she quickly goes to her notes and scrolls a bit until she lands on the poem she was talking about. She steels herself, taking a deep breath. I came into this world with nothing but a cry, but my mother's voice was the first to die. Oh, we're starting with that, huh? We're hitting hard. Her love for me, a spark that never became a flame, now leaves me burdened with the weight of her name. A thief I am for robbing her of life, and a murderer for killing someone's wife. That's kinda cheesy. Her light, her breath, her touch, stolen. And in my chest, a hole grows swollen. Done without any awareness, her death was caused by my complete unfairness. My dad's eyes, once full of light, darkened quickly, fading from sight. He was there for me, through all my pain. But as I grew, my image was stained. Okay, that's when she was starting to be more and more like her mother. Why would she call it stained? It's because like she said in the beginning, right? I mean, she reminded her father of her mother. That's why her father started locking herself up for work, because he couldn't bear seeing his own daughter looking like her wife who passed away. How could someone who killed his wife, who had the gall, take the form the one he loved most of all? Locking away his heart in the fortress of his own creation leaves me outside facing my damnation. Is my poor luck a punishment from the gods, wanting me to fail against the world's odds? Or is it just fate, cruel and clear, leaving me with ghosts of the past and the future to fear? And even now, I still carry her with me deep in my soul, for she is my mother, and she is the hap that has made me whole. Aw, that is nice. It is beautiful. Why would I say it sucked? Or why would I say it's alright? Like, that was literally her life story. You think so? It's beautiful, Hannah. Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of shocked. That sounded like something that okay, no, I'm just lying. I think it's beautiful because it came from her heart. It is her life. That's what she's been through. She's expressing herself. That's why it's beautiful. It's not about awards, contest. Come on, that means a lot coming from you. Do you mind if I share another poem with you? Okay, is it about us? Okay, it is about us. I just came up with it now, so it may not be as good, but it's about you. I'd love to hear it, Hannah. Wait. What I'm wondering is, will the poems change depending on how we treat her? That would be insane if the poems change depending on how we treat her. That would be a nice touch to it. With a warm and steady hand, you've been the first person to understand. A friend I've found all by random chance. One who I can tell will stick by me from just a glance. Wow, you came up with that fast. Okay, that was just short. Yeah, that only really happens when I'm inspired. I guess having a friend for once gives me good writing material. So I'm like your muse. I'm her muse. I'm really flattered. I guess so. I can't say I've had this many ideas for poems until now. Well, let me know if you come up with anything else. Okay. We sit there together for a bit longer, just watching the scenery around us. We're silent again, but this time it's comfortable. An understanding has been reached between us. With me learning where Hannah's self-loathing comes from, and her understanding that she can change her life for the better. I'm glad we came here today. I'm glad to have found that poster. She wasn't a loser after all. She was just hurt because of her past and all the things that happened to her. I'm glad we could be friends. But we've been sitting here for a bit too long, just stewing in our feelings. The day's not over yet. There's still plenty of beach to enjoy. I turn to look over at her. Hey, do you wanna... She's all red now. I freeze, not believing what I'm seeing for a minute. Hannah looks back at me confused. Hannah looks like a damn lobster. How did this even happen? Is it cause she took off the hat for like an hour? How is anyone physically capable of burning that? Yeah. How the fuck? Does the hat cover all of your body? Hannah, don't freak out, but look at your arms for a minute. Oh jeez, did a bird poop on? No! Do you not feel your sunburn? Her look of slight annoyance turns into horror as she finally realizes how red her skin is. What do you mean not again? Again? This happens to me every time I go to the beach. Or really when I go anywhere with too much sun. Hannah, if this happened to you before, why wouldn't you at least wear sunscreen? I always forget to bring it with me. That's why I made sure to bring this hat. So I wouldn't get burned. But I guess that plan backfired because I took it off. How would a hat protect all of your body? I don't get it. That looks really painful. Are you gonna be okay? I should be fine. It'll just hurt to move for the rest of the day. If I get smacked on the back though, then I'll probably just lie on the ground in pain. You might want to go home, grab some aloe vera and just rub it all over yourself to help with the pain. We don't have to leave early just because of this. No, we can leave. We have nothing else to do. I give her a stern look. Honestly, my glare isn't that intimidating, and I'm not upset with her, but it does the trick as I watch her practically deflate. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I ruined... No, you didn't. I'm sorry I ruined this. Now we have to cut our beach day short. It's fine. We can just do it again, though. It's not like you can control how much of the sun your skin absorbs. Now go get some rest. You've touched grass enough today. Well, touch sand, but you get what I mean. Yeah, I get it. She's such a pure, innocent cinnamon roll. We share a small laugh before finally getting up. Hannah winces a bit as she stands. The pain finally making itself known. She puts her hat back on and we're off. It's a short walk before we get back to our spot. Luckily, it seems no one has messed with our stuff while we were gone. After packing up our things, we waved goodbye. I waved goodbye to Hannah and began my journey back home. Are we not even gonna take her home? Poor girl, that sunburn looks painful. And with everything I learned today, that must have been a huge mental burden to bear. But even with her bad luck, I'm glad I could convince her that the universe isn't trying to kill her. Now, I have faith that soon enough, Hannah will be in a much better place. I'm not sure where this is going. What is it gonna be? Her birthday is 10/13 and today is 10/13, right? Is it? Long story short, I'm not allowed at Disney World because of that accident with Cinderella and the restroom attendant. Oh god damn it, my message didn't send. I sent you a whole story about why I was banned from Disney World last winter. Retype it? That kinda sucked. Retyping that something so long. Stupid on-campus Wi-Fi has been so crap. Explains why I haven't seen you on Quarry Build either. This song is low-key jamming. I had no reason not to call my dad earlier. Okay, so she did talk to her dad. There was a lot of crying, mostly from my end, but I think it went well. He wants to spend time with me the day after my birthday. Oh, that's good then. Couldn't make it the day off. He's got an important meeting as his work day. But that's okay, just being able to see him in person after God knows how long is enough. How long has it been? I don't even know. Maybe since my sophomore year in high school? And she's in college now. Yeah, that's a long time. That was to fix the electricity after one of his experiments went a little overboard. Yeah, that is a pretty long time. But that's all going to change. It's you're typing too fast. That's all thanks to you. Nah, it's not all me. I'm the only one who should be. Stop. Okay, they're just flirting. Shut the fuck up. Also, your birthday is coming up. I mean, we can see her in the profile. There's this one thing I wanted to do. There's a party at one of the fraternity houses, open invitation, lots of alcohol. Don't tell me you want to go there. You're asking that just now. I'm 19, not to be that guy, but you would be drinking underage under US law. What is the drinking age in US? I don't know. Because in our country, we could already drink at 18. Why I brought up fake ID. It's kind of shady but nice at the same time, so you know who to blame if it doesn't work. It should work. I'm gonna show the Brazilian guy who checks the ID store. Okay, if a 19-year-old gets a little tipsy, heck, a lot of European countries have their drinking age at 16. No fucking way. Do I want to go with Hannah? Of course I do. Let's save first though. Okay, wait. And I was hoping you would come with me. Okay, Yes, of course. I will go. Why not? She's so happy. That's so cute. Sigma Alpha Zeta. Okay, why does she suddenly want to drink? And she doesn't seem to be like the type of person to want to go into something like this. Don't you think so too? So this was the place, Haven University Open Invite Party. Gotta admit, this place doesn't really seem like Hannah style, see? That's what I've been saying. She's a recluse, an introvert on the best of days. Someone generally afraid of other people. So her deciding to come to what is essentially a giant frat party feels strange. I can understand wanting her to be more social, to experience more of college life. But this feels a little like jumping the deep end. Yeah, I'm worried about her. Still, it's Hannah's birthday, so if this is where she wants to spend it, who am I to judge her? Looks like if I want to drink as well, you gotta pay coverage charge. Seems reasonable if the rest of the party is free. Yeah. I go up to the drinks table and hand over my 20 and get a wristband and a red cup full of store brand alcohol. It's not bad, definitely not on the cheap side. Hannah should be around here somewhere. According to her text, she arrived a little while ago. Oh god, she's already drunk. Why? Don't tell me I have to take care of this bitch. Hannah. What are you doing, woman? This girl seemingly jumped out of the crowd and rushed up to me. She seems excited to see me. More than that, I can tell there's a flush on her cheeks already. If the red cup is an indication, she's already started drinking. Sorry, you surprised me there. I got you good then. You've already started drinking. How many have you had so far? I'm not even done with my first. Okay, so you had a sip. You're saying you just had a sip and you're already this drunk. You're even drooling. Hannah takes a sip from her cup. But hiccups all the same. I actually have a really low tolerance, like really low. Then why would you want to drink? This is pretty dumb. I wouldn't be surprised if this is enough to get me drunk. Oh, you should probably keep a watch on your drinking then. It's my birthday. I'm allowed to drink as much as I want. Yeah, like 1 cup. You're gonna pass out after 1 cup. And the drinks here are so tasty. I'm excited to try them all out. And you're here with me. Best birthday ever. There's no need to translate it. It's so simple. I mean, I did set it to be on, so I guess it's my fault too. Well, Hannah seems to be having fun at least. This still doesn't seem like the kind of place she'd have fun, but if she's enjoying herself, I might as well enjoy it with her. Yeah, like, this is so weird. Like, she doesn't seem like the type of person to enjoy this. A live band, sure, sounds fun. Hannah takes my hand eagerly and drags me inside. She seems to be a lot more assertive when she's had some alcohol in her. Heading inside the living room, she seems to be pretty crowded. A lot of people are gathered in the middle and are dancing to the band. They're not too bad either. Probably a local band from the college if I had to guess. Okay, she's just enjoying. Hannah, for her part, instantly joins in the crowd and starts dancing mosh pit style, which is a bit of a problem because I don't think it's actually a mosh pit. Her limbs are flailing everywhere, and she seems to keep accidentally hitting other dancers and immediately having to apologize. What is wrong with her? I mean, I get that she's just having fun, but still, it's so out of character. Lord, Hana, what is wrong with you? Hana then continues to do her strange, flailing mosh pit dance, but at least she isn't getting in people's way anymore. Some of them are giving her strange looks, but significantly less now that she isn't flailing onto them, which is good. Now that there's more space, I start dancing alongside her and Hana seems to be smiling at me. God damn it, Hana. A little cringe, but she's having fun, so I can respect that. The song comes to an end and everyone cheers, Hana cheering the loudest. I am not gonna scream that. I refuse to. I don't know if they're that good. Oh man, my drink's all gone. Time to fill up on another one. Hana? Woman? Stop it. You seem pretty tipsy already. Hey, whose birthday is it exactly? It's yours. That's right, and you haven't even wished me a happy birthday yet. I texted you when I woke up today. Yeah, but not in person. Get the birthday girl her next drink. Oh, okay, sure buddy, sure. Can't help but shake my head at her, but the two of us head into the kitchen. It seems just as lively in the kitchen as the rest of the party. A lot of the co-ed seems to be drinking, taking shots, even downing drinks as part of the games or bets. Some of the girls even have their bodies open for body shots, of course. Just about what you'd expect from a college party. Why are you offering this? Of course I would say yes. I'm just kidding. She's 19. I promise I don't mind. Maybe later. To be honest, Hana's hygiene issues are the main reason I don't want to. I don't think she's showered before coming to this party. Oh, she's stinky, huh? I wonder what she smells. Why do I say that? Why would I say, I wonder what she smells like? Still, I grab a fresh red cup and fill it with concoction from the counter. It seems to be some kind of fruity mixed drink, and I bet Hana will like the taste of it. I don't like the look in her eyes. This is a psychopath right here. Hana eagerly beams as she takes the cup from me and takes a big gulp from it. That's so yummy. I could just... Oh, okay. Excuse me, she just burped. Without hesitating, she takes another drink from the cup. I can't help but shake my head. Hana tends to be in one of two modes, shy and outcast or cringe and obnoxious. The alcohol seems to be causing her to shed her inhibitions and be cringe and obnoxious, but also loud and proud of it. It's a dangerous combination. We should just join in some party games. Party games? Come on, we need an excuse to drink some more. I don't really think you need to. But Hana doesn't really let me finish my statement, grabs my hand and drags me up to where people are gathered. Okay, this is just them enjoying the party. Game should be play, round of beer pong, never have I ever, game involved a card game or something. Hana was thinking about as hard as her drunk little mind would allow it. Someone tapped my shoulder. Okay, who's this? I don't trust you. You guys look like you're looking for a good time. How about you two join us for our game? What game? I don't trust you. Oh, he's the guy who sold you the fake ID. Okay. The guy immediately put a finger to Hana's lips which made her shut up and for some reason blush immediately. I have no idea what you're talking about. But if I did, I'm sure whoever sold you that thing would appreciate it if you didn't scream about it at the top of your lungs and in that annoying voice of yours. Oh, okay. I think he's a friend. I don't know. I don't trust this guy. He seems like a pretty boy. Started to feel like ragdoll with all the pulling being done today, but it's Hana's birthday so I'll live with it. With us added to the game were 6 players in total sitting on the floor, a bunch of beers were organized in a neat circle in the center of us. So what games are we playing? I didn't expect what the next guy's move to be when he started to pull something from behind his back. It was... a gun. Why? The words in my mouth remained stuck from a sheer shock towards the guy's casualness of bringing a gun to a party. To make matters worse, he was pointing it straight at Hana point blank. Without so much as a second of hesitation, Gabriel pulled the trigger and... I didn't realize it at the moment, but I had shut my eyes and when I opened it back up again... Okay, I thought it was an actual gun. I thought the horror begins now. A little flag with the words bang and ejected from the gun's barrel was lightly pushed against Hana's forehead. I'm not 6 feet under the ground. Gabriel responded just by laughing at Hana's face. What kind of psychopath do you take me for? Everyone else laughed along with Hana's scared reaction, probably feeling awkward. Hana laughed a little with them. Okay, just a variation. He shoved a little flag back onto the fake gun, toy gun similar to the actual game. We take shots of the beer. Okay. It's just, I thought it was gonna be actual Russian roulette. As an added rule, you can instead point the gun at someone else. It's your turn to pull the trigger. If it's loaded, then the other person takes a drink. If it's blank, then you have to take a drink. Okay, that's chill. We're chill. We're chilling with that. She just started laughing. Okay, she started laughing because it was easy. Oh, and the game has already started, so since I loaded the gun on you, you're the first to take a drink. Okay, are they gonna make her drunk? I don't trust this guy. With that, the game had begun, and we were all playing this drinking game version of Russian roulette. True to Hannah's unlucky nature, she ended up taking a lot of the shots from the gun, most from her choosing to shoot herself when it was her turn at that. Not to mention, I was now feeling a little tipsy too. Oh no, we can't protect Hannah. Gabriel looked at his phone and made a word face before typing something and putting the phone back into his pocket. Okay, what happened? The other players were audibly disappointed hearing this but got up to their feet all the same. I helped Hannah up as well, noticing she was having the trouble doing so herself. Before I jet, let me read off the scoreboard for our little game. Tammy had 4, me 3, Jacob and Tyler 6, and me the winner with 2, and Hannah. Gabriel grimaced but kept his smile as he read Hannah's final score. 12. She took 12 shots. God damn. Gabriel leaned into me. Seriously, dude. She's beyond shit-faced drunk, or what is that stupid thing you townies say? Snookered? I don't want her hurling over the dance, so either lay off the hops or bounce before we have to put makeup on this clown. Okay, he was just trying to kick us out. That's a lot more fine than what I was thinking. He patted my shoulder and smiled widely. You guys enjoyed the rest of the party. My girlfriend wants us to enjoy the after party in our room, if you know what okay. With that, Gabriel left along with the others, leaving Hannah and I on our own. Again, I looked down as she slumped against me, looking like absolute. I really thought this was gonna go into the NTR route. I'm glad it's not. Okay, I think you've had enough to drink for tonight. Hannah mumbled something sounded like a no. Girl, you can barely even stand on your own right now. It's time to go. Hannah whined and even flailed, albeit sloppily. I sat her down on a nearby couch. I grabbed one of the empty cups lying around and gave it a quick rinse in the sink and filled it up with some cool water. I swear I had only been gone for a minute when I returned to the couch where I left Hannah. She was there alright, but with some extra company. Okay, I don't like this. Surrounding her were a group of jocks pouring alcohol down onto Hannah. They think she's ugly. Fuck you. This fugly chick really tried to hit on you, Teddy. What a weirdo. Not enough drinks in the world could get me to bang her, right, Teddy? She's even missing a couple of teeth. What does she eat? Bricks? Just because you're right doesn't mean we still can't have a... Okay, no, stop. Get rid of these people. Some new meat can have at her. Say it's all part of the rush. Oh no, don't do it. Record it and post it online. Come on, man, don't post it. Think, what if the dean sees that? He's right, best not to risk it. Someone might think I had a turn. You guys got this. I've got to put in some face around the party. Okay, what are they doing to Hannah? Why would I not save her? Well, this was troublesome to put it lightly. I may tease Hannah around, but this was a step way too far. I shoved past the men and pushed the bottle away from Hannah's face. I had to make sure she was alright. Hannah, listen to me. We're leaving right now. Okay, she's out. The jocks were not too pleased with my actions. Hey buddy, wait your turn. Okay, that just pisses me off. This lot was all over me and my pals a few seconds ago. Whatever, just take the loser. Don't come back or we'll see if we can flush a rat. What the fuck did you just say? Don't come back or we'll see if we can flush a rat. What? Are you fucking dumb? I helped Hannah up to her feet, throwing her arm over my shoulder and made the slow trek back to her dorm room. What is wrong with Hannah? Why did she suddenly want to go to a frat party? That is so weird for her to do. As soon as I had gotten Hannah through the door, she immediately made a mad dash to the bathroom, where she proceeded to vomit her insides out violently. Hannah's head was neck deep in the toilet. I held her head back as she continued to spill her guts out, afraid she might drown in her own bile. Minutes passed after some heaving. It definitely seems like Hannah was done. What happened? You got absolutely hammered at the party. Luckily, I was able to save you before you drank yourself into an early grave. Or something even worse happened. It was not worth it. Are you fucking dumb? Are you serious? It was the best night of my entire life. I had so much fun at the party and never felt way more alive. Aw, it was with us. Aw, it's kinda sweet. I wanna do something though. I wanna see what happens. Okay, so we just left. Never did I think that what would happen that night would go down so horribly. Oh, she she died from alcohol poisoning. Yup, Hannah Mendoza. She died from alcohol poisoning. My poor, vulnerable, naive Hannah. It was my fault. No, 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 I refuse. Let's see what else happens. What if he say no? Okay, she's still gonna go. Let's let her go then. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen though? Oh, it's still a death by alcohol poisoning. All her deaths were from alcohol poisoning then. Let's just go back to this one. Please don't. Hannah giggled up into a burp. I'm joking, Okay, she just threw up again. Hospital. On it, calling an ambulance. I did that and it was only a matter of waiting for them to arrive. Man, what a night. She could have died then. It was a good one. I got to drink and go to a real college party with you. You. Oh, hey, I love you. Oh, that is too sweet. No way, no. Let's try romantically. I love you too, and I mean it. I love you more than just the silly, adorable girl I love to tease. You really mean that? I nodded and Hannah threw herself onto me where we fell down, and she threw up at me. My arms wrapped around her tiny frame and I kissed her so sweetly. She may have tasted like bile and alcohol, but I didn't care so much at the moment. Hannah was mine and she would be mine forever. Before anything else could happen, the paramedics were knocking at the door and I led them to the bathroom so they could take my now girlfriend to the hospital. I stayed overnight at the hospital and that night my girlfriend was fine, albeit more than a little hungover the next morning. And she was gonna talk to her dad today, right? The next morning. Oh, that is so sweet. That's the story of how I met my wife, a loser named Hannah. That is too sweet. What the fuck? Okay, so we have two endings unlocked. Her death and us marrying her. What if we do the platonically one? Let's do the platonically one. You're my best friend that I've gotten to tease. I'm not even mad at you friend-zoned me. But really, I'm so happy that you answered my ad all those weeks ago. I hope you stay friends forever and ever. Are those words? Yup. Okay, it's the same, and then this is the friendship ending. That's the story of how I met my best friend, a loser named Hannah. That's really nice. Okay, so we got 3 endings, and I saw that there were only just 3 endings. Number 1, Hannah's death. Number 2, we become romantically partners with her, and number 3 is the best friends. So yeah, that was a loser named Hannah. I think the horror part was just her death and just the general experience she had in her life. But yeah, this was a pretty cool game and I really liked the voice acting too. Her voice actress is really nice. It's just too bad that we only get to hear her in the beginning and not any other else. That was a nice little game. A loser named Hannah. The game will be in the description. Feel free. It's free on Steam and you could get it on itch.io too. So yeah, that was a loser named Hannah. Oh, by the way, I tried the sadistic route and they do change lines. The interaction really changes depending on how you answer Hannah. If you do the sadistic route, even the confession at the end, the poem changed, the poem that Hannah made for the main character changed, and the confession changed. I really encourage you to play the game yourselves because it's really short. It's just a short play. Like I said before, it would be fun if the poem changed depending on how you treat Hannah. And in my experience, it did actually change. The interaction between them actually changed, which is really fun. A really fun part of the game. So yeah. Again, this was Obaro. Thank you for watching and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.